Why do you have the E in the independence?
Because I feel like everybody's dependent on something right now, either drugs or other human beings, or they're even their own self-loathing. You know what I'm saying? And we got to end depending on something. We got to end looking for a crutch.
Oh, and dependence.
Yes, and dependence.
Mind blown right now, Doug.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand, like, you know,
That's
like,
good. That's good.
it's on you. It's on you, dog. You know what I mean? It's on you to do something. And because I see rappers crying right now. Oh, I dissed him because he didn't help me coming out. Shut the fuck up, dog. Like, oh, you know, it's just so many excuses that men are making these days, you know, and blaming each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, dog, blame your goddamn self, bro. Like,
Accountability
off your
again.
shit, man. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So,
What's poppin'? It's your boy Moses, a.k.a. Nomo, chilling right here in the Little Podcast with a very special guest, Mr.
A.K.A. Emiliano, Bozo on this motherfucker. What up?
That's right. Welcome to the podcast, my boy. Thank you for coming.
Mucho gusto. Thank you, my dog. Appreciate it.
For sure. You know, before we get started, I have a million questions to ask you. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself, you know, where you grew up and stuff like that?
Shit, I'm born and raised L.A., downtown, West L.A., raised in the city of Pico Rivera, from Southeast Los Angeles. I'm from a notorious, legendary hood, Pico Nuevo.
That's right.
And yeah, that's you know, independent artist, successful in many different fields. Shit, business owner. What else should I say, man? I'm educated. I got trades under my belt. And yeah, entrepreneurship, man. Pushing every type of hustle possible out here.
You know, I'm from Southgate, right? And I'm in LA County. I like to rep the Dodgers, LA and shit. And you're from Pico Rivera, right? How do you feel about fools that say, like, oh, you're not from the city of LA and why are you claiming LA and shit like that?
Shit. I mean, luckily for me or lucky for them, nobody ever says that to me. But I do. I have heard it. Like, I was watching The Game a long time ago. He had a reality show, like a dating show, where he was like, Married to the Game or some shit it was called, and this chick from Montebello, Mexican chick, of course, was on his dick, and she was like, and he was like, "Where you from?" And she's like, "I'm from LA." And then she was like, and then he was like, "Well, what part?" And she was like, "Montebello." And then he was like, "Oh, that's not LA."
Damn.
And I was like thinking, and I was like, in the LA County Jail when we were right there posted beefing, ain't nobody saying that shit. Motherfuckers say that shit because they look, dog, it's like this, right? It's an ignorant state of mind.
Yeah.
It seems like the wealthier you are or the better off you are, motherfuckers want to make you feel like you're not LA. Mm-hmm. They want to make it out to where like LA's the ghettos, and it's not true, bro. You know what I'm saying? That LA was built on blue collar. You know what I'm saying? And as the city grew, successful people moved out to seek opportunity and buy bigger lots. Like, I want a yard. I don't know about anybody else. Like, living in downtown LA, you got no fucking land, no property.
It was on top of
you don't
each
even
other.
have a parking space.
I don't know.
So, to that I say, shit, my bad that nobody moved you out the motherfucking slums. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from LA, baby. I just live a little better off than you do because I work harder.
Yeah, dog.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I feel like if you're from LA County in general, or at
You
least
are LA, bro. That's just bottom line.
even like Pomona and shit, like that's still
Yeah.
LA, even though it's far as fuck.
But you know, it's like it's the same thing as like when people say you're not Mexican, you know?
Yeah.
You're, and it's like, oh, I'm not Mexican, so I just look this way and talk Spanish, and my parents are. So it's one of the things like it's petty shit. It's petty attitude when people say, oh, you're not from LA, but I'm from LA, my dog. Like, trust me.
And what about like
find out real easy?
And what about like when fools don't speak Spanish? You know, like, does that bother you?
No, it doesn't bother me because even though I speak it, read it, write it, like my kids, I miss it like with them because I'm so comfortable with the Spanish language that, you know, I just miss it, dog. And listen, I hate it. I do hate it because I love being able to speak Spanish, read and write it. Like, I consider that a blessing. But I get it. You know, we move so fast, dog. Sometimes we forget a lot of virtues, you know, and to bring down a lot of culture with us. So, you know, it's just life. We move on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
But my kids know their culture though, you know?
Yeah.
I've been to Tulum, you know, I've walked the pyramids. I've been to where Cortez landed on the beach in Mexico, you know what I mean? And discovered the Mayans, you know? So like, I love my culture, man. I've been to El Salvador. I've been to the temples over there too.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, it's on who you're talking to. Petty motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
You're Mexican and Salvadorian?
I'm Mexican. My mother is from El Salvador. My dad's from Mexico.
Okay. And you were born over here?
I was born here, yeah.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
So like, does your mom and dad like ever beef it like, nah, El Salvador's more ghetto or Mexico's more ghetto?
No, yeah, my parents didn't, but my uncles and my cousins were like, yeah, like when there was family parties, like I'd have an uncle pull me to the side, "Vos sos salvadoreño, va? Vos no sos mexicano, va?" And I'd be like, what? Like, yeah, all right, you know what I mean? And then when I was with my Mexican side, you know what I'm saying? Same shit, you know what I mean? So it just, you know, it's funny now, dog, because I think about gangbanging, you know, and it's like, bro, like, how could we not gangbang? Like, even our ancestors beefed over fucking little parts of the jungle, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
And it's inevitable. Like, it just seems like we have that. We're territorial, even with our family members, our women, our kids, our football teams, you name it. Like, nobody is more diehard territorial than a Mexican, fool.
Yeah, we're like we're tribal.
Yeah.
You know, like we want to stick to our tribe and shit like that, make the tribe bigger.
The motherfuckers are fine at Dodger games, fool.
Yeah, over like colors.
Over dumb shit. And I'm looking at these motherfuckers like and it's squares, like normal squares, glasses, duking it out over the Dodger. I'm like, damn, all right. But they look at me like I'm the thug, you know what I'm saying?
I'm the thug.
But it is what it is, you know?
Yeah, no, I love rocking Dodger shit, right? But you know, sometimes if I see a dope ass hat, like I'll get like I'll rock almost any team, not every team, but almost every team.
Well, you're about fashion.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, it comes down to fashion. Like, what do you? Me too. You know what I'm saying? A few teams, if it's red, I don't wear it. You know what I mean? That's just how I was brought up. You know what I mean? But anything else, I'm open to it. Yeah, same shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I recently like started wearing a little bit of red, and even sometimes I put it on. I'm like, damn, my uncle would fuck me up if he was alive. Because I remember one time I was like 11, and I went to my grandma's house, and one of my tios was there, and I had a Levi's shirt, and it was red. And then he waited till my mom like left the room and goes, "Hey, never ever wear that shit in here."
It's crazy though because in Mexico, the red represented the South, didn't it? When they were fighting, when it was Villa and Zapata, they were when they were beefing the. Wait, I could be wrong. Yeah, I gotta do my history again. But I know Villa sported red. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But then Villa did represent northern Mexico, and then Zapata represented the South. So, but I don't know. But yeah, we used to wear our ancestors wore red too.
The only picture that I know about them is when they're together, right? I didn't know they were beefing it before.
They always had beef. Yeah, they had beef. They had political beef. You know, so Zapata was like Robin Hood. You know, and then Villa was a real general in the army. You know what I'm saying? So they were beefing, but they came together for a short period. And that picture that you have, if you look at it, Villa's laughing and Zapata's not.
Yeah, why?
You know, because Zapata thought that he had never seen a camera before.
He thought it was a gun or something?
Yeah, he thought inside of the box somebody was pointing a rifle at him. So that's why he was waiting to get killed at any moment. You know?
Shit, that's
why
crazy,
he's like, what up? You know.
So you study a lot of like history and shit.
I study war.
Okay.
And I study war. I study generals because I find it very interesting how they detach themselves from emotion. You know, not emotion. They detach themselves from taking things personal. And that's been my biggest struggle always as a kid, you know, taking everything personal, not learning to separate business from personal, you know. Now that I'm old, now I do. Like now it comes fluid to me, but that's after studying like people's state of mind and how they what perspective they put it in to where it doesn't affect them emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's ways that you can, if you're an emotional person and you know that you're sensitive, you got to find ways to manipulate your mind to where you don't take it sensitive and you don't make it emotional.
What did you do to get to that point? Like, what do you tell yourself? Like, what are your little triggers?
Well, to me, it was like, it's like this, dog. Like, I always tell myself, okay, if you're taking something personal, sit back and think about why. And if you're taking it personal because you're making it about yourself and it's all about you, then you're already lost. If something's gonna affect you emotionally, it has to be directed either at your livelihood or your family. You know what I mean? Because me and myself, man, you could talk all the shit you want. Like, you know what I mean? The only thing that's gonna piss me off, and I'm gonna take personal if you lay a hand on me. But that's jeopardizing my life and my safety to go to provide for my family. You understand what I'm saying? So I prioritize my family before myself. That's the way I rationalize it. You know what I'm saying? If it's not affecting my family, if it's not hurting me providing for them, then shit, I ain't nothing. I'm out of here. You feel me?
Yeah, that makes sense. Like you put like the triggers in a box, and if it's not affecting this box,
yeah,
then it's just,
that's it.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's very simple to walk away from it. You know what I'm saying?
How long have you been doing music?
Shit, I started doing music at I want to say like in the year of 98. 98, I started freestyling in the county jail. No, actually, It was earlier than that. Well, it was the summer before that. I was in Harpy's hood. I have a relative from Harpy's, from Conejo's neighborhood. And Conejo was already rapping, like he had a buzz at the time. And I used to go hang out with one of his homeboys, Big, that was also trying to rap, but was on his own shit. And they had a little room for in the back. And I used to go. His dad used to be like my plug for certain things, you know? Mm-hmm. So I used to go over there and get like cars from him or certain shit that I needed. And Big would be in the back in the karaoke machine freestyling. So one day my primo was like, Kyle, fool, like freestyle. So I freestyled. And then my cousin and the homie were like, damn, you're good at that shit. But I left it alone because I was so, you gotta understand, like that was the era of gangbanging at its fullest potential, you know? So I got busted and in the county jail I started, you know what I mean? And then I had a primo that passed away in Bell Gardens, from Bell Garden Locals, my cousin Smiley, my big cousin. And when he passed away, that's when I really started writing music, you know?
What was it about that made you want to start?
My heart was, I was hurt, man. I was heartbroken. I was heartbroken. The best form of expressing pain to me was Tupac. Tupac to me always had a way of expressing pain that helped you heal, you know? So I try to copy his format and his way of expressing himself, and then I found my own sound, you know, through that. But I needed it though. I need, dog, to this day, music's my lifeguard, you know. Yeah. That's what's kept me afloat.
Yeah, me too. I've been a fan of hip hop. And, you know, sometimes you get to have cousins that are more paisa, you know, they like norteño music.
Hell yeah.
And they talk shit on me because I like, because, you know, I like
hip hop. Heavy hip hop head.
Heavy hip hop since I was a kid, you know, like, oh, why you like that? You know
me
what?
Too, I don't do corridos, fool.
I barely started getting into the newer ones because they have more of a rap style. And
Well,
you know?
Everything's like, influenced by hip hop now,
What is like your earliest memory or relationship with hip hop that you can remember that like you fell in love with it?
My earliest is Slick Rick and L Cool J. I saw Slick Rick, the video, could you tell us a bedtime story, please, please? And then at the same time, I saw L Cool J with I'm bad. And then I saw him and his swagger and Slick Rick. The Slick Rick shit was different because the gangbangers in my hood that I really looked up to were knocking him. So to me, it was stick-up kid music. You know what I mean? Like Slick Rick, like once upon a time not long ago. He was talking about hitting licks. You know what I mean? So I took him as like a gangster rapper, and then I took LL like as just a fly. He had all the bitches, fool. Mm-hmm. And he was a hustler. He had bread. So I fell in love with that right away. You know what I mean? And then of course, you know, NWA, fuck. After they came out, it was like, but as far as as me being of my ethnicity and believing that I could rap, it was Lighter Shit or Brown. Yeah, Lighter Shit or Brown came out with Latin Active, and that song right there, them fools made me believe like you can rap, you can do it. Fool. Yeah. Latin Active came out. I remember Power 106. I remember the day that it played for the very first time. World premiere on Power 106. I was in a Bronco, two-door with my primo. We were coming from Diamond Bar, and that shit came on, and I was in the back seat as a kid, and I was like, "What the fuck? These dudes are Mexican? Like, they're like, you know?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, we can do this shit."
That song's a bop till this day. Till this day.
Yeah.
As I matured over the years, have recently had to start figuring out that, you know, what they're rapping about. A lot of these rappers are rapping like they're just telling stories, not really a lifestyle. And sometimes I've caught myself now looking back on shit when I got in trouble. It's like I was getting easily influenced by music to do stupid shit, dog. You know, like,
do you remember when The Chronic dropped?
Yeah,
I remember.
That was like one of my first albums, dog.
I remember when The Chronic dropped.
2001.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
The 2001. No, yeah. I remember the original one. I was in the 6th grade, fool. And I remember us walking home. This is when kids walked home from school, like far, you know?
Yeah.
I remember now it's not like that. Everybody's lined up to pick up their kids. Like, we'd be sweating walking home with jackets over, like, we were selling oranges all day, you know? But I remember that walk home the day that album dropped. And I remember that all we talked about was G-Thang, fool. Like, all little kids, like, damn, you see a video? Did you hear that song? Ooh, like, yeah. And like, oh, man, you got the tape. Let me borrow it, fool. Like, I haven't bought it yet, you know? So I remember that vividly, but hip hop has been like so good to the community, you know, like it allowed us to express ourselves in ways that was artistic, you know what I'm saying, in ways that we didn't know before, you know what I'm saying, like and I trip out because it's like I think to myself, it's like, damn, why was there more quality Latinos on the radio back then than now? Like if you think about it, we're talking about Lighter Shit or Brown. Then Cypress Hill hit. Come on, dog. Like Killer Man.
Yeah, and they're from here. They're from here. They're from Southgate.
Fuck at it. I'm knowing. I used to know when they're DJs. Yeah. So when Killer Man hit, I was like, whoa, like they were better than every negro on the radio. And not to be disrespectful, it was just facts to me. Like Cypress Hill blew out every black artist on the radio at the time. And then Mellow Mayonnaise with Mentirosa hit. I was like, damn, this shit's fly as fuck. Like he was killing it. And even Kid Frost with and I'm thinking, and now presently I'm like, what the fuck, dog? Like who blackballed us, dog? Like who put us in the kitty corner, dog? Like why? Like our shit was there, fool. Proper dose, you know what I'm saying? With all the West Side Story, Feed 'Em Behind, all those hits that they had, Ghetto Baseball, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was quality music, dog, that we were putting out. Funk Dubious. Remember Funk Dubious?
Nah, I don't know that.
Mexican, it was a Mexican dude.
What song is that?
The Funk Dubious. I said, a bow, wow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, yay, to the funk. A bow, wow, wow. You remember that shit?
Oh, it's like a funky ass song?
Hell yeah.
I think I've heard
Funk Dubious. Then you had that chick JV, the neighborhood queen. Like we really had artists, fool, like real artists selling, and then fucking Capone came and Lil Rob came, and for some reason they derailed the progress. I don't know how, and I don't want to sound like I'm talking shit.
No, you're just like a historian.
You know, and then I'm thinking like, and then Chicano rap like turned into Cholo rap.
Yeah.
Like no longer was it a cool for just regular dudes to pop in.
You had to be gangster.
Yeah, but why though? What happened, dog? Was it that the Cholos were so prominent at that time that we were the streets? Is that what it was?
Well, I think like you said earlier, like just gangbanging was just so heavy in the streets back then.
Yeah.
Around that time that was like, because the rap and hip hop has always been like the voice of the streets.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, of course. It's been a mirror.
Yeah, now it's not as crazy as it was before. But Lil Rob, when I was in 6th grade, what is that? Fucking 2001. That was the first Mexican rapper I've ever heard was Lil Rob, dog. And I was like, oh fuck, there's Mexicans that rap.
Lil Rob did his shit. And then for some reason, like, I don't know the business side. I don't even know his story. I'm just assuming, you know, like it seems like the business side was exploited, you know, where it wasn't helping him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's gotta be some backdoor shit going on.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, of course. Yeah, because you know, he had that album that went in. I remember Capone on the radio with Twister when Twister was like the biggest artist out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know, bro. I trip out on that shit now. But now, like, I listen to a lot of the music that the homies are putting out, and I'm like, damn, like these fools are killing it.
You know what? Also, too, what I've noticed recently is like, I was talking to one of the other homies that does music. Is like, right now it's starting to be cool to be Mexican.
Yeah. Well, listen,
and back then it wasn't.
And listen, dog, and that's what we need to look. That's what we need to embrace.
Yeah, we need to really embrace that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Because for a minute, we were in limbo looking for an identity. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And you still see motherfuckers stuck now. Like, you got fools like, you know, trying to get grills and shit. Like, that's not Cali shit, fool. And Cali is where it starts. For us, for our culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, raza in other states don't look at Mexicans in Texas or Mexicans in Utah or Mexicans in New Mexico to lead, like, as far as fashion and trends, right? They look at Cali Mexicans, right? So to me, it's like, we need to realize that, dog, because we can lose ourselves trying to emulate other people just to fit in. And that's why I'm in the game still, fool, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, because I consider myself a fly essay, dog. Like, I do everything, you know, with elegance. You know what I mean? With elegance, with style, fashionable, like even articulate with my words. Like, I want to break down the stereotype of what they always put us as.
Yeah.
I think it's very important because, damn, I know more intelligent homies than the dummies that they portray in TV shows and in movies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know homies that are scholars, fool. Like, I know homies that paroled fucking legal aids from prison. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that, you know? So I know homies out here that never been in prison that own major corporations, dog, entrepreneurship, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, they don't highlight that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we need to force it. But we need to stop. We need to stop trying to cater to other motherfuckers, though. Because we get caught up in that. We feel like, oh, to fit in hip hop, we got to act a certain way.
Yeah.
We got to look a certain way. No, you don't. You don't. Like, our audience is big enough.
Yeah.
You just need to kill shit, bro.
Yeah, we got the numbers.
And stay in the studio until you figure it out.
And you gotta be good and not get mad because no one bumps your shit. Like, it has to be good
even
first.
if you're terrible, enough work in the studio around the right people. Not yes, man. Not your friends. Not your family. That's always gonna tell you, fuck yeah. No, take risks and go around strangers or the people up in the business. You know what I'm saying? That can give you constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? But as usual, though, we take everything personal. Right. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how to separate the business from the personal. You know.
And you're right. I had the homie here, Ken Flores, the comedian, some big dude.
Yeah.
He's killing it right now. He's from Chicago, and he said the same thing. He goes, hey man, like you fools in LA and the California Mexicans, you fools make us look good. You guys make us look good. And he dresses pro clubs, LA hats, and that's exactly what he said. Like people from other states look at us for like what to do next. You know, they look up to us and shit.
Most definitely, yeah. So that's why I think that it's important to highlight like the hustle and the grind too, because people don't understand, dog. Like your status in the community is what makes you gangster, fool. And what I mean by that is like how successful you are, fool.
That was gonna be one of my questions. Like, what is gangster? What's keeping a gangster for you? What does that mean?
To me, the full definition of gangster is somebody that can make shit happen on his own terms, without any circumstance, without any help or any factor affecting him. Somebody that don't take no for an answer. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody that is gonna fucking by any means necessary complete his task, fool.
Yeah, because that was your first line in this new project that you just dropped, right? It's a Hunger Games 3 Declaration of Independence with an E, which is dope.
Yeah,
but your first line is preserve my gangster.
Yeah, preserve my gangster.
So that's what I was gonna ask you, like explain like how much does that mean to you?
A gangster is always aware that the people around him and his community, his society, the world that he lives in is trying to break him down. You know what I'm saying? So a gangster embraces that challenge. And a gangster not only embraces it, but he fucking destroys that challenge. You know what I'm saying? He's like, all right, like you got 1,000 weaknesses to pick at. Well, I got 1,000 answers for them weaknesses. And I'm going to show you how I can do it better and stronger than anybody else can do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show you how your criticism, your incarceration, this poverty that I'm in is not going to stop me. Look, dog, I'm an individual that if you put me on a sheet and it's a list of circumstances that could make somebody not be successful, my life is gonna check every single box. Fool. Know what I mean? If a person was ever stacked with odds against them, I got them all. Like the only thing that I never suffered was from a mental illness or a physical illness, but health. You know, I've always been healthy. Besides that, like everything was against me. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's gangster as fuck for me to be where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like they had me under the prison, not in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like, dog, I just left the business with my bank right now. Like I told you, you know what I mean? I pull up in some foreign sick.
Yeah, sick ass car, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
dope ass
like
car,
come on,
sure.
dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, and I got the homies with me on everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so to me, that's gangster, fool. I don't have to be shooting at fools to get respect. You know? I don't have to be talking nothing but murder, kill. Like, I don't even have to say I'm gangster. Motherfuckers already know. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you preserve that shit, because gangster is an energy. It's not an attitude. You know what I'm saying? It's an energy that you approach everything with, dog. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
You know what I mean? Straight up.
I thought it was like, you know, super important, like, because I know you're smart, you're a gangster and everything, but you're also a smart intellectual person.
Well, gangsters are smart.
That's how you come off to as me. So like, why did you choose to like base this trilogy off the Hunger Games? Why is that important?
Because I feel like society is trying to take us on that path. You know, I think that society is trying to, like in the Hunger Games, the wealthy, the poor don't even see them, bro. They're not even allowed to be in their vicinity. Like they're blocked off in just their world. And right now, like you could see the assassination of the middle class is heavy. Like they're trying to destroy the middle class, especially in California. In California, you're either super wealthy or you're dependent on government aid. That's how they want you. That's why the land, property, even our natural gas right now, the prices on it are going so high up. Yeah. Like we found ways to renew energy. California found a way to penalize us for it, to keep us poor. You understand what I'm saying? Now, like truck drivers, for instance, I'll give you a perfect example. What's one of the biggest trades that the homies in the community build off of, that are wealthy living off of?
Like truck
driving.
And like, what is the other one? The skill trades.
Skill trades, right? Okay. They just passed a law this January 1st in California that if your truck is older than 2010, it's not allowed on the road no more.
Yeah.
Dog, do you know how much that's going to hurt our community, our people out here? And then they're saying that by 2027, every truck has to be electric. Dog, if a Tesla's costing you $80,000, just the lowest class in it, what the fuck do you think an 18-wheeler is going to cost you, bro? That's electrical. You feel what I'm saying? So I see the inflation, how it's trying to affect us. You know what I'm saying? And how the property value and just everything, gas, is trying to separate the poor from the wealthy, dog. And in Hunger Games, that's prevalent. Like that's what's it's about, basically. So in the Hunger Games, it's like the youth is forced to raise their hand and go to war for their own communities. And right now our youth is doing that in the streets, gangbanging, to eat, to survive. You know what I'm saying? They're fighting for blocks to sell dope on and territory to make wealth on, because our society provides them with nothing but that type of intelligence. Like even on Instagram and these social media platforms, like all they're teaching our youth is how to be dummies. If you go to Japan, it's different. Their algorithms push nothing but educational shit and technology. You know what I'm saying? So I just see it that way, that we're going that way. And the Hunger Games is down to the point where they're fighting for just resources, food. You know what I'm saying? And to me, like, damn, dog, look at our eggs just went out. How the fuck did we just lose all that? Them eggs, like we're bare. You're at the. If you don't have a plug for eggs, bro, you're fucked, dog.
That's crazy, huh?
You feel what I'm saying? So to me, it's like, dog, my son, my newborn. I had to find a plug for the
Infamil.
For the Infamil. Like, dog, to me, if that doesn't emulate the movie, like, what the fuck does? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, come on, bro. Like, look at with the pandemic, motherfuckers were fighting for toilet paper. Dude, you know how many motherfuckers got washed up during the pandemic just fighting for resources? You understand what I'm saying? So to me, like, the Hunger Games is real, bro. And if you ain't hungry enough to become wealthy, then good luck being poor, because that's how society wants you, filthy poor.
Yeah, that's true. I got my trucker's license last year, and they just don't want no owner operators. They want you to work for a
yes, sir. They want you to work for a corporation. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's like because
they know what you make.
Yeah.
And check this out, dog. Like, if the industry is run by minorities, hungry ass minorities, it's African Americans and us, the main ones.
Right.
Working. Making wealth, dog. You know what I'm saying? Buying our. I know motherfuckers independently that have fleets like of 100 and some trucks, fool. That have been doing this forever, feeding families. Like, think about that, dog. Like, you know, the powers that be don't want that, fool.
Yeah, they don't want you to have any sort of. Because once you get money, then you could buy into political like resources or
hell
like
yeah.
influence.
Well, look, dog. It's like anything else, right? Money is a black card. It's like that black platinum card that MasterCard gives you. You know, it opens the doors to so many different resources. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can tell you that from experience. Like, once you start to make certain money, or you're starting to have certain success or influence, you start to meet entities that you didn't even know were around, fool. Mm-hmm. People come from behind doors and curtains that you're like, oh shit. Like, for instance, I'm gonna share something with you that happened to me 2022, right? 2022 for me was a big year, dog. Like, I had so many big moments, you know? And there was a couple that to me stood out, you know? So shout out to my boy Arnold Barbosa Jr. He's a middle heavyweight champion right now. He just went 28-0 last week, you know what I'm saying? And he invited me to walk him into his first big fight, where he was the main attraction on ESPN Live, right? Yeah. Homie hits me out of nowhere, right? He's like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Like, I'm a big fan. Like, I was wondering if you would walk me into the ring to my next fight." I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm so busy, I don't keep up with sports too much, you know, except for the Lakers. Lakers is my heart. But besides the Lakers, I'm like all over the place, dog, you know? So I was like, yeah, I didn't know if he was big or small. I didn't even trip. All I know is that when somebody, look, dog, when you talking the shit that I talk, I'm not allowed, or I don't have the luxury to tell motherfuckers no. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, if you're the people's champ, you gotta act like it. You feel me? So when he reached out, I was like, hell yeah, let's run it. And I even told him, look, big dog, I have a big video shoot coming up with King Lil G if you want, pull up. You know, so we left it at that. And then I hang up and I start doing my history. And I'm like, oh, shit. Dude's the real fucking deal. I go on YouTube, I'm looking at his highlights. I'm like, damn, this boy's a sniper, you know? So we hit it off, we meet, and then I go to the main event where it's at that casino, right? And I pull up. And it was just such a great experience for me, dog. Like, ESPN rolls out the red carpet for you. Like, if you're one of the athletes, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was dudes in suits waiting for me at the door, you know? There was dudes with passes escorting me straight to the media table, you know? And it was one of the things where, like, they walked me through the whole stadium before it opened up to show me my path, how to walk, where to walk, and where I'm gonna pick up the microphone, give it back. I went up there, talked to the DJ, how I wanted my music, all this and this and that. And then we came back and I had to sign waivers that would fine me like up to $250,000 if I said a political statement or if I was live. Because this is live on TV. There's no double takes. You know what I'm saying? So I sign on my forms and the nervousness hits me when I go back to the room to go change, you know, to go get into my outfit. So I come back and shit. The fight goes down. The walk through the tunnel was like by far one of the dopest things I've ever witnessed. You know, like the energy in that arena, and then walking the homie. Like I'm older than him. This is my younger homie, dog. This is the generation under me. Like, and I'm having a proud moment to see my people at this peak. You know what I'm saying? And so we walk out, dog. The energy's crazy. I do my shit. I give the microphone up, and then the main dude in charge of the production comes up to me and he pulls me to the side, and he's like, "Man, you have good stage presence, man." He's like, "You're an artist." He told me, "Man, good fucking job, man." He goes, "I'm very privileged to have met you." Boom, and I shake his hand, and I walk away. But at the time, I'm not knowing who this dude is. You know what I'm saying? This dude has been to all the big fights in the last 20 years. He's the one that fucking coordinates all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's like, damn, I'm looking at this dude, and the first thing he tells me is like, "Hope to see you again in the future." And my people tell me, when I tell the homie what I'm telling you right now, he's like, "Dog, this is just the beginning, fool."
It's crazy.
Like, don't just get used to it.
This is giving me chills, dog.
Just get used to it, you feel me? And then another time, like I met Prayers. Me and Prayers really hit it off, right? And like we've kept it as friends. We did music, you know, we have the same last name, so we feel related now. You know, that's primo this, primo that, you know. I go to his house, had dinner with him in Cav on D. Think about that. Cav on D, legendary. And I'm sitting with girl like she's my fucking homegirl, you know? That to me is like crazy, right? But one day, just to cut the story short, one day Prayers calls me out of nowhere, fool, and he's like, "Primo," I'm like, "What's cracking?" He's like, "You busy?" "Nah." He's like, "I'm gonna text your number and I'll call this number. I think I could get you a bag." Just like that. Just like that. And when I mean a bag, I mean a bag. Okay? Everything goes through. You know how when you do tranzas in the hood and you're looking to get a come up on a plug or something?
Yeah.
It's always a fucking stressful run around circle. Dog, this shit was cut and dry. Talk to a boy, boom, boom, boy, boo, boo. This is how it's going down. Woo woo, the technicalities of it. Hey, as a matter of fact, we're gonna need you to be an ambassador for this. Like, so I start doing my history on the company. Dog, you know who their last ambassador was? Nipsey Hussle, fool.
Oh shit.
He was just on his IG and live video talking about it. Like, it's still up, you know? So like, think about those moments. I'm like, like the homie, boom. This dude that I look up to, boom, boom, like shit. And then most recently, like what the fuck? Man, I've had so many great moments, dog. But this last year, like, most recently, oh shit, I'm at home asleep just recently, right? And I'm a worker, fool. Like, if my rap music doesn't require 24 hours a day, I'm gonna find something to do with the rest of those hours. You know what I mean? And I'm very successful at the trade that I have. I make good money. You know what I'm saying? So I work still. You know what I mean? I work. Because I'm stacking up for future plans. You know what I'm saying? Out of nowhere, I'm so disciplined with my work and all my shit. Dog, if you call me after 9 p.m. during the week from Monday to Thursday, I don't answer, fool. I don't give a fuck who you are. My phone is off. You know what I'm saying? My girl will tell you, she likes to sleep with my 1-year-old between us. I don't even sleep with them most of the time. Because I'm like, this dude's going to wake me up in the middle of the night. I need to be on point because I'm in charge of a gang of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I go to sleep early and I turn on my phone. The night of the Grammys, as a matter of fact. And I didn't watch the Grammys. I was like, fuck the Grammys. Nip ain't on there, I don't want to watch it. You know,
Yeah.
Young Dolph ain't on there, I don't want to watch it, you know? So I didn't watch it. And then I wake up, fool. What time do I wake up at? 4:30 in the morning I wake up. First thing I get is a text on my cell phone. Boom. I got a message from somebody and they're telling me, yo, it's 10:15, fool. And I swear to you, I saw the phone ring. But me on my discipline shit, I was like, fuck that. I got money to make tomorrow, you know? I didn't answer it. But it was like, yo, we're headed to a studio session with Hit Boy and Benny the Butcher. You want to pull up?
Damn, dog.
And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? But then again, I'm like, it's cool. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't miss it because I was fucking some bitch, or I was high in the hood, or I was in jail, or I'm lazy. I missed it because I'm prioritizing opportunity. So therefore, the energy will come back. I'm not even tripping. I'll catch Benny next time he comes. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's one of the things like, it's on you, dog. Like what are you doing, and how are you prioritizing the moves that you're making? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the motive behind the way you move? Is it to bring glorification to you and your ego, or is it to bring glorification to what made you as a whole? You know what I'm saying? And give shine to everything, because we're a culmination of a lot of motherfuckers that died, a lot of people that worked their ass off in this world to provide these luxuries that we have now. We're a culmination of our ancestors, you know, that came across. We're a culmination of the immigrants that helped build this country. So what are you culminating for the future? And that's where I'm at. So that's why I feel like I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like my moves line up the way they line up, because I'm always conscious that I'm here for a lot of other people too. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's a fucking bar right there, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I think that's a big problem in our community, or not community, but in the country right now. Everyone's thinking about self. Instead of paying it forward and shit.
Well, because all you look at is a phone, dog. So when you think about it, the phone is a mirror, just a digital mirror. Have you seen fools go on live that think they're the shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I saw some lame the other day doing push-ups with his fucking titties hanging out, thinking he's a fucking trainer. You know what I'm saying? And the dude, you know what I'm saying? But he's like, dog, these motherfuckers feel themselves so much, fool. Like, they think they got Arnold Schwarzenegger bodies, fool. That's how deep they are in their vanity. That's vanity, fool. You know what I'm saying? To walk around with a mirror every day, that's vanity. And that phone, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers like need to get off their own dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to have confidence, but then arrogance is a whole nother level of it. Damn. And narcissism. You feel what I'm saying?
That's another bar.
So to me, like, confidence has to come from all of us together. You know? Like, you'll be at your fullest strength and confidence when it's a group of you constantly complimenting each other, right? Like, what do they say on the basketball field or even at the job site? Communicate with each other. Don't stop talking to each other. Communicate. Because if somebody's just dribbling with the ball and ain't saying shit and it's communication, you're leaving people up to guessing what you're going to do next. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's the blind leading the blind. We're all making assumptions of where we're going instead of letting your cause and your purpose be known off top. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I diss a gang of rappers, fool, that are misleading the youth. A lot of these pussy-ass vaulters are talking about bodies, and they can't even catch a fade, bro. A lot of these vaulters are talking about fucking money, and we out here hustling, grinding, but they're pawning their fucking jewelry, fool, to get by. You got rappers right now that just last week were conscious rappers. Now they're gangsters because they see it's trending. You know what I mean? And telling the little homies to go put in work when their whole life they were nerds, fool. So to me, like, transparency, honesty, and holding yourself accountable is the key to being successful, dog. You
like
know,
integrity and shit.
Integrity, yeah. I'm not trying to blow up tonight. I'm cool with, dog. Look, dog. Even if my shit ended right now, I made it, fool. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. I don't see wealth and riches. I see wealth and happiness. The happier I am, that's the most wealthy I am, fool. You know what I'm saying? I know motherfuckers draped in jewelry and Versace ain't miserable as shit.
Yeah.
You know?
You said when you walked out the homie, I forget his name, the boxer.
Mm-hmm. Arnold Barbosa?
Yeah, Barbosa. When you walked him out, you said you even got a little bit nervous. Like, I always tell people, like, if you get nervous, like, that just means you care.
Yeah,
like,
you
give a fuck enough to be like, all right, I want to make sure I don't fuck up. Talk a little bit about, you know, being in big positions or big situations where how you handle your nervousness and how it helps you.
Well, I just tell myself that I belong there. You know, at some point you got to remind yourself, like, you're not here from charity, you're here from hard work. You know what I'm saying? So you earned this position. It wasn't given to you. So when you start to see it that way, it's like, all right, I'm a part of the machine. Like, I met Jay-Z before, you know?
Oh, shit,
Shook
really?
his hand and spoke words with the man. This is a man that I've been listening to since I was a fucking child, fool. This is a man that got me through terms in prison, you know? Like, and the same thing goes again. It's like, you're there because you belong there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you put yourself in that position. So it's like, don't, the homie Dope Man told me that a long time ago. He's part of the management that's helped me manage me. Peep CNT. He told me, like, you got to remember, fool, like, you belong here. You know what I'm saying? Like, just remind yourself that you belong here. Like, don't get nervous. You know what I'm saying? This is where you're supposed to be at. This is what you were made for, these moments, So when you put it to me like that, it's like, fuck it. I'm no longer foreign to this. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm no longer a visitor. You know what I'm saying? I'm not welcome. Like, I'm necessary. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good like little gem right there. Cause I have my first live show next week, and it's at my local little little bar right here, dog. Yeah. And yesterday we had a sound check, and I started getting nervous already. Yeah. Like, damn, like, even in front of 20, 30 people and shit. But like I said, like, that just means I care. I don't want to fuck up. But but like walk into your purpose. That's just important. That's just dope.
It is. It definitely is, because look, like, a lot of people get overwhelmed, right? At some point in their life with, like, am I doing too much? Am I wanting too much? And it's like, it's never too much if the people around you that you care for and that care for you are happy and are proud. That's how you know, fool. That's how you can gauge if you're on the right path or not. If your relatives that are like your mother, your uncles, your sisters aren't proud of what you're doing, some tell you must be doing something wrong, dog. But if they're shining with you, then damn, we on like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You feel what I'm saying?
That's dope. In the recent years, like earlier we were talking about how, like, it's cool to be Mexican now, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about, like, the younger generation who are, like, not gangbanging but have, like, that cholo style, or people who go to the swap meets all dressed up and never gangbang in their life, like Pendletons and old school?
Yeah. Shit. I don't. It doesn't bother me, dog. To be honest with you. And I'm not surprised. To me, elegance is timeless. You know what I'm saying? To me, class is timeless, Like, I wore Stacey Adams when it was past my generation. You know what I'm saying? And I creased up shit when it was past my generation. And yes, I was a gangbanger, but to me, now when the little homies do it, it's like they're paying homage to motherfuckers like me. Like, they remember, you know what I'm saying? They remember, like, the elegance that comes with dressing like that and looking that way. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like, I'd rather have the homies doing that and not gangbang than be wearing skinny jeans, acting feminine, and gangbanging.
Bar.
You feel what I'm saying?
Bar.
Because at that point, what are we doing? We're ruining the integrity of certain things. You know what I'm saying? And to me, these homies that are dressed a certain way and carry it that way, they look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make it look good. You know what I'm saying? They're not on no stupid goofy shit. Yeah,
they're making it their proud. Own. Yeah, it looks dope.
Yeah.
Who are you, like, do you categorize rappers like in, these are my favorite Mexican rappers, these are my favorite black rappers?
Nah, like, I categorize them as a whole.
Who are some of your favorite rappers that you like to listen to?
My favorite rappers in general right now that I listen to the most is Benny the Butcher. I listen to him the most. Young Dolph. I listen to King Lil G. I listen to some of the young upcoming rappers like let me see. I listen to Little Maru from San Diego.
That was dope.
Little Maru from San Diego. I listen to from out here in LA. I listen to Scheme. Scheme, the homie Scheme. He's a spitter. There's a lot of youth, man, like, getting it in right now. Who else, man? There's Lil Trouble Kid. The homies Sucker Free 104 from Lennox. The homie Eastside Mares from Barrio Nuevo. Who else is out here doing their thing, man? Shit, there's so many, dog. I don't want to forget nobody. Cujo the Savage, my boy, like, that fool. Man, these motherfuckers are, like, these are dudes, dog, that embrace the challenge. To me, like, somebody must have said, or they must have overheard somebody as a kid say Mexicans can't rap, and these little motherfuckers.
Took it personal.
When I'm talking about Cujo and Scheme, they took it personal, fool.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Because these fools are bar spitters, fool. Like, they'll say shit that I'm like, damn. The homie said, he says he did a song on my feature. He said, I'll chop your homie up and chew him up like TJ Tacos. No, he's saying, like, no, your dog. He say, I'll take your dog, meaning your homie. I'll chop him up and chew him up like TJ Tacos. You know how they cook them over there in TJ?
Yeah.
And I was like, this motherfucker.
That's the thing, because I used to go to TJ a lot. My dad goes, how were the tacos de perro? How were they?
Yeah.
I was like, they're bomb.
Yeah.
So it's always it's a thing.
So to me, it's like, whoa, like, that's. But you got Hazard too, the homie Hazard. There's so many dudes, man. But yes, who's in my playlist mainly right now? It's still Benny. I listen to a lot of old vintage shit, you know, like Jay-Z. I still listen to Reasonable Doubt in my lifetime. I'm still off the victory lap. I'm still going through Nipsey's catalog almost every day. Kendrick Lamar's last album, I wasn't fucking with it. I'm gonna be real with you.
People were hating on me.
With it. I can't believe it won a Grammy. To be honest with you,
it's like a payback Grammy from the one that he lost.
Yeah, it is for sure. So you know, I'm listening to LA artists. RJ, I still listen to RJ. To me, RJ is underrated. Lastly, like I was saying, G Perico, you know, dudes that emulate the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, LA is like, it's like that, dog. Like, you know, LA has a soundtrack every summer. You feel what I'm saying? Like one summer it'll be YG's, you know, one summer it'll be King Lil G's, one summer it'll be Kendrick's. You know what I'm saying? Like we have artists that take over summers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm intrigued to see who's gonna step up this summer for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's exciting for me at least.
Do you think like beef within the Mexican community pushes the culture forward or pushes it back? Because you know what happens is the platforms, the people that want clicks and likes, they push forward.
They feed off that shit.
Yeah.
Well, you know, hey dog, it's like this. Look, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Right? To me, if we're all holding hands in kumbaya, then there's no competitive nature. You know what I mean? There's no challenges. And all we're going to translate is, you know, harmonious behavior. You know what I'm saying? When that's not true. Life isn't like that. So if we're reflecting life, then that's pretty, like, articulately, like, correct. You know, like,
that was a good fucking answer, dog.
Us beefing and then rarely getting along and complimenting each other. That's just how it is. But that's what gives us thick skin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To me, it's like, I talk a gang of shit, right? Like, recently, an artist was disrespecting my baby mom and my kids, you know, publicly on social media. You think I didn't expect that shit? Like, I saw it coming. But you can't disrespect my girl or my kids when they're wealthier than you are, bro. That shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can walk where they live. You know what I'm saying? My kids aren't going to be going to jail in and out like we did.
Yeah.
My kids they already surpassed us, fool. So you can't disrespect my kids. My kids and my family is elegant. They're classy. They're already successful because of the losses I took. You know what I'm saying? So to me, like, yeah, it's pretty fucking, like, almost to the T correct that we're constantly talking shit on each other so that very few of us will come up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the cream of the crop, or like the cream flows to the top and shit.
Yeah.
But it's got to be boiling water at the bottom.
Boiling, yeah. So yeah, I mean, does it look good? Is it ugly? Yeah, it's ugly. And I try to like separate myself from that shit as much as I can. But at the same time, it's like, you got to stand on some shit, man. Mm-hmm. You got to stand on some shit because what happens is the youth is watching. The youth is always watching us, dog.
Yeah.
Always watching to see what the grown men do. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like, to overlook transgressions is to encourage it.
Because everybody from the hood has a name, a nickname, you know? How'd you get your name? How'd you get Bozo?
Bozo being a clown.
So you're a funny fool.
I'm just a funny ass.
Because I got a homie named Krusty the Clown. Because he's tall, he looks like him, but he's also funny as fuck.
Yeah, I'm just a funny dude. I'm always clowning, talking shit. That's my way of bonding, is making people laugh, you know? It's been like that since I was a little kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then, you know, Bozo the Clown used to be like there was like a cartoon, like a show, no? Or something like that. And then like sometimes people use it as a diss. Like what happens when fools use that as a diss?
I don't take it personal. I get it. Okay. Like I understand what they think. What they really want to say is clown.
Yeah.
But if you really look at Bozo the Clown, he was the ringleader of his show. He was never the one getting beat up or making fun of. He was the one clowning dudes, if you want to be correct about who he was. You know what I'm saying? Like, do your research and you'll find out. Like, he was the one clowning everybody. You know what I mean? So, you know, he had his minions that he fucking made fun of, and that was the show, basically. You know what I'm saying? So I embrace it, and I love it because I know. Look, dog, it's like, I understand, fool, that like people, for example, right? Let's talk about the past rapper names in our community, right?
Yeah.
Like Conejo, you know, Locote, Capone, Criminal, Little Rob. To me, like, those names are so, like
aggressive.
Aggressive. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, when can you be yourself, dog, with a name like that? You understand what I'm saying? It's like, you always got to be in that persona, like that cholo persona. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so much more than that, fool. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like, if I can't make fun of myself and laugh, then I already lost, fool. It's just gonna take anybody else to do it, and I'm fucking, You know what I mean? Like to me, it's transparent to that I'm comfortable with my own self. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think to me it's like such a good name to be a rapper because
Yeah.
you know before I really dug into you and started hearing your music and stuff like that, I would see you come across. I'm like Bozo, like oh what the fuck, like what is?
Yeah.
And then it'll come again, and you can't forget that shit, dog.
Yeah,
You cannot forget the
exactly.
name Bozo,
Yeah,
dog.
exactly, yeah.
It's such a good marketing, like marketing wise, it's such a good name.
But I kept it because of my hood.
Is that your hood name?
Yeah, that's my hood name. That's,
I love it even more
in
now.
the system, that's how fools know me.
Okay, that's perfect.
Like, look, Devourer got busted, right, for what he got busted for, and my videographer is close friends with him, and the first thing he said that when he hit the main line was like, all the homies in the joint were like, man, how come you don't have a song with Bozo yet?
Damn,
You know what I'm saying?
hard.
And he was like, fuck, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, he probably never looked my way though, because he was like Bozo. Like,
But he can't forget that now.
now he can't forget. Now
Yeah.
it's embedded in him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
so
such a good
you know,
name.
it's one of the things where you gotta embrace where you come from and not forget. You know, when people always say, "Oh, he forgot where you come from," I didn't. I brought it with me.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
dope. That's very respectable, you
Yeah.
know? Looking into the crowd at your shows or like people who follow you or your interaction with your fans and shit like that, who is the typical Bozo fan?
Blue collar, hardworking dude, ambitious men, alpha males for the most part, but grown man shit and women that passionate women of integrity, you know, women of respect and morals. I really highlight women in my music, you know what I'm saying? Like real women, you know what I'm saying? Women that the women that groom us and nurture us, you know what I'm saying? That are the soil behind these fucking
But like all women or just a certain type of women? Like,
all women. It doesn't matter the type. It doesn't matter. Look. I'll put you like this, dog. Every woman plays a role, fool. Okay, and I'm gonna give you an analogy so you can see like how wide the spectrum is for me. All right. I love the hood rats in the hood, fool. You know what I mean? A lot of motherfuckers that look down on them like sluts. Oh, they're just thotties. Oh, nah. Like
They play
I
a
love
role.
them bitches. You know why? Because they love the fuck out of dudes like me, dog. You know what I'm saying? And all the hood rats that I went through coming up built up this confidence that I am now. So I'll never forget them for that. A lot of fools that look at them like, "Oh, that was just pussy." Nah, bitch. That to me was another charge up in my confidence. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The hood rats chasing me around, fucking me whenever I wanted to. So I don't belittle them for that. The only thing I'll belittle a woman for is for not being a good mother. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing I'll ever look down on a woman for is like not being a good mother. Because that, you know, I don't know if you ever heard it, but they say that the name of God on the lips of children is mother.
the name of what? Say it again?
The name of God on the lips of children is mother.
Damn. What does that mean? Like, explain that.
It means that when you're a child, your mother is your God. There is no God above her.
Damn. That's a bar.
But it's true. Tell me I'm lying.
Yeah.
Right? Like think back to 7 years old down, fool. When you're scared, who do you run to? Your mother. When you're ill, who's the only one that can make you feel better? Your mother. Who's the one that birthed you, for God's sakes? Your mother. Who's the one that you were inside of till you grew to, you know what I mean? Your mother. Like, she's God, fool. You know what I'm saying? So to me, like, for a woman to miss that purpose, to be God for at least a few years of somebody's life, dog, I don't know how to overlook that. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's a fucking bar right there, dog. Hell yeah. You know, you have like a very like distinctive voice, but even within this album, the way you were rapping, the sound, maybe even like the volume in your rap per song is a little bit different. They're all a little bit different.
Yeah.
Which are all fucking dope, right? I think it's a great album, by the way.
Thank you.
But do you see yourself like jumping into different genres in the future?
Nah, I don't think I'll ever go to that extent because I love this rap shit. You know, I just know that I'm studying a lot. You know, like vocals, you know. I've watched vocal lessons, so I'm learning how to manipulate my sound and keep my energy at certain levels so I sound a certain way to complement. What you gotta remember is like when you're rapping over beats, you're part of the repercussion, you know? You're part of the instrument. So you won't ever hear a trumpet on a techno beat. You know what I'm saying? It's EDM, you know what I'm saying? It's electric, you know what I'm saying? So when I'm doing certain songs, like for instance, Ready, like I came in with that energy because of the snares and the snaps in the beat, the heavy. But when I'm doing songs like Dreams, I want to become almost harmonious with the energy. You know what I'm saying? Because or the song Don't Walk Away, like I want the emotion to be felt with my tone. Because you can tell when somebody's angry or happy. You know what I'm saying? By the way they're talking, you know what I'm saying? Like they're high pitch means they're fucking losing composure. When they're calm in their tones, that means they're at their fullest fucking poise. You know what I'm saying?
You also have like you also have only one feature on the whole album. Was that on purpose?
Yes, sir. It was on purpose.
Tell me why that was important.
Because I've been heavy on features my whole career. I've been, I'm like, I compare it to how Kobe Bryant used to do interviews, and he would be like, I just wanted to study all the greats. So if I admire you as an artist, I'm dying to work with you. That's why I'm dying to work with certain artists still to this day. Like I'm on it, because I want to learn. You know what I mean? To me, it's like, how you gonna learn if you're around none but amateurs your whole career? You never invest or put money behind you working with the top. Somebody tried to insult me this last week by saying that I paid $10,000 for a feature from King Lil G. I'm like, bro, like you just called yourself a bum.
You can't afford it.
You can't afford it, dog. And you look and you see it as an insult that you had to pay a multi-millionaire to work with him and mentor you for 1 or 2 projects.
I think you're one or two people that don't know that's a great investment. 10,000 for a King Little G feature.
Dog, let me tell you something. Look,
he's the best of my time. Of our time, of this current time. He's the best.
Dog,
out.
Listen, he's my homie, fool.
That's your boy.
What I'm saying is like he's a Southsider. He's one of mine.
Yeah.
How am I not gonna praise my own
and respect his work? His
How
craft.
am I gonna look at him and say, you ain't worth 10,000, dog? You a homie? I know the structure behind what I represent. Mm-hmm. I know the odds against him. And then the homies from 18. Dude, they're labeled terrorists to fucking the news, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like one of the
FBI
most hated
list.
gangs. Think about it. One of the most hated hoods in LA. But his talent overshadowed all that and made him the biggest artist in LA out of our community. Like that, if you don't recognize that, dog, then I'm sorry, bro. Like we're not. That's why I said you can't sit at my table, bro.
Yeah,
we're not on the same table. Like you're studying for your GED. I'm studying for my master's, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, like we have 2 different mindsets. Like fuck that shit, dog. So to me, it's like that's and for me, like I want to give my people their flowers, fool. Straight up. Like if I have opportunity to give my people their flowers, or any artist, any race, I'm gonna do it, fool. What the fuck?
And you have 2 songs with him, no?
Yeah, I have 2 songs, Blue Rag and Ride Through the City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ride Through the City one's fucking hard, dog.
Yeah. We were very blessed with that whole production. Those projects have all been with Fan First, my boy Steve. We come together to make those projects with King. To me, it's like, all those opportunities have been a blessing, Like I've learned so much from even him, and like the opportunities and doors that have opened in my following. Dog, this dude, just along with that artist, doubled my streams and following on Spotify and all. Like my subscribers went up. How the fuck is it not a lucrative investment? Like,
yeah,
you dumb as a motherfucker, dog. Like
100%, 100% return. ROI is crazy.
Hell yeah, dog. and then
yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, dog. Like, you start to prioritize yourself more when you hang around with prioritized people. Listen to what I'm saying. You prioritize yourself more when you start to hang around prioritized people. When people are prioritized, that's because they're important, fool. You know what I'm saying? And when you prioritize yourself, hanging around people like that, you become the priority. You know what I'm saying? So that those things have to come into play. And when they say blood, sweat, and tears, what do you mean by blood, sweat, and tears when you're not putting your hard-earned money behind it, dog? Where's the validity in what you're saying? Fools will say, I've been grinding all my life, but then don't put no money behind themselves.
Everyone loves to use that song, huh?
Yeah, but I'm saying is like, but nobody's really doing it. Yeah. Like Nipsey, man, like the definition of grind, fool, is to break through some solidified, dog. You know what I'm saying? Is to turn some solid into dust.
Damn.
On your way through it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Like, we got to be realistic about what, but that's why some people are going to be YouTube rappers and some people are going to be legendary rappers. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, my legacy's already cemented, fool. Like, you know what I mean? I'm an OG dude that has no business having a buzz right now. Has no business even out here. I'm fucking contradicting everything that labels and A&Rs will tell you.
Facts.
Empire didn't sign me because I was a cholo. You know what I'm saying? Because I was older in my age, mature. You know what I'm saying? They said that. They told me a long time ago, like, bro, you a Mexican rapper. Like, stay in your lane.
They told you that?
Yeah. Like, what the fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, and dog, I mean, shit, hey, I can't tell. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at my resume and what I've done, if I've worked with and where I've been, it's like, damn, this boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta take pride in like where you coming from, dog, and how you coming. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, when we pull up to No Jumper and that whole incident happened, like, people think it was about intimidation. Dog, the importance behind that move was to put a face behind the Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Like the old ways of our people are like, oh, stay quiet. We're not the loudest voice in the room. Times have changed, dog. You know what I mean? Now your voice has to echo. It has to echo. Like, you got to make sure that it echoes. You know what I'm saying? Because now the quietest person in the room is the one avoiding the most opportunity. Mm-hmm. Now your voice and your communication provides you with so many opportunities.
Yeah, like the battlefield has changed.
Yeah, so we didn't want to let a platform paint a picture of who we are. We pull up deep and let them know exactly who we are. We didn't beat nobody up. We didn't disrespect nobody. We showed up with class, friendship with the other hosts, and professionalism. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to get funky, like, you already know what it is. We don't even got to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? That's a given. Like, motherfuckers know. The history's there, bro. And that's what we got to remind, like, the youth. That's why when you ask me, well, how do you feel about the little homies dressed in cholo out, man? It puts a smile on my face, fool. Because they know what they represent. Whether they have the grit and the guts enough to go with a full blast, it doesn't matter, fool. I wear a Kobe Bryant jersey because I look up to that motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like
a hood jersey.
Exactly.
A Pendleton or something, you know?
Exactly.
Damn,
you know what I mean?
501s. Fucking damn, dog. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm a big fan of No Jumper. I've been watching it since the beginning, you know? And I just love, hip hop and, like, people catching someone on the come up and shit like that. And then they got, like, new guests and the whole new vibe they're going with.
Yeah.
But watching you guys pull up and do that whole thing, dog, honestly, as a Mexican who loves hip hop
and
understands, like, the journey we've been as Chicanos coming to get there, that shit was dope, dog.
Hell yeah.
That shit was dope to see. And, people didn't know how to handle that. They'd never been challenged before.
Exactly what, dog, hey, it's time. 2023, baby. Like, we got to challenge everything.
Yeah, they know how to handle it.
You know what I'm saying? Because being quiet and being humble didn't get our people nowhere.
And then the people who talked about it the most was the keyboard warriors.
Yeah, well, the fools that don't get off the couch.
Yeah, exactly. But when you're face to face and finally putting, like, the boots on the ground, they're like, oh shit, these fools are real.
Yeah. And that's, it's always like that, though. But criticism is part of the process, fool. Like, you can't let that shit ever, like, you can't let it be a factor. You know what I'm saying? Because once you allow the outside noise to come into your spectrum, you're prioritizing other people's thoughts, and at that point, it takes your authenticity away and your creativeness, because you're allowing people to. It's like, let's say, for instance, you're building something, right? Let's say you're building a structure, a house, and the neighbor comes and he's like, your blueprint's already done how you want it, your visualization, and your neighbor comes like, I think you should move that window over here, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the sun's gonna come in and it might just fuck up your morning. You know what I'm saying? But you're thinking in your head, like, I like to see the sun rise and set.
Yeah.
That's why it's there. You know what I'm saying? So you care about your foundation and what you're building. You don't give a fuck about what he's talking about. Fool, you want to be in the dark, that's on you, bro. You know what I mean? I want to welcome the sun and see it go down every day. You know what I'm saying? So you can't allow outside noise if I listen to the outside noise, bro, like, man, my boy, trust me, like, I wouldn't have shit.
And you go crazy too, trying to please everybody.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's, see, but look, dog, people think that people approach certain situations trying to please everybody. But there's a huge downfall for that. The minute that you don't, it turns into hate. So you're setting yourself up for failure anyway. So I might as well nip it in the butt from the beginning, so you know.
Facts.
I can't even ask this dude for shit. He's on his own shit.
Facts.
And when he blesses me with some, it's because I deserved it.
Damn, bar.
You know what I'm saying? So there's more gratitude behind you. Like, look, I'm gonna give you another example of something that happened to me. I was at a show, right? And I'm moving through, fool, and doing my thing, right? And somebody out there is gonna know what I'm talking about. So a very important person was there, to say the least. And when I say important, I mean in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't aware of it, And I'm walking through the show, dog, and I see a little kid dressed sharp, like G'd up, And I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I walk up to the little man and I'm like, you a king, boy. I fist pump him, Remember that. You know what I'm saying? He's little, like 4 years old, I want to say. And his parents are around him. Family was around him, but I wasn't focused on them. I was just focused on the kid. Because I admired him, you know? I was like, damn, this little dude's on it already, you know? I leave, go on about my shit. That was like a year ago. 2 weeks ago, I got a phone call, right? I got a phone call behind some pretty serious shit that was going on in my life. And, you know, somebody told me, very important, that was helping me out at the moment, told me, hey, bro, like, you don't remember me, huh? And I'm like, nah, we never met. We met. You just don't realize it. And then he's like, you remember that show you did? And there was a little kid in Gucci shoes that you went and dapped up and you showed him love? I was like, yeah, that's my son. I was standing next to him the whole time. And this individual that was telling me this shit has the ability to make my life very miserable. You feel what I'm saying? But look it though.
Damn, that's crazy.
But look it. It's like real motherfuckers, when they look at each other, they're looking in the mirror, bro. That little kid was a reflection of me when I was a kid, because that was me. The shiny botas, cowboy boots, you know, G'd up with my parents. My dad had pork chops his whole life. G'd up, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta be more inclined to compliment each other, man, and dap each other up. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of motherfuckers don't even know how to take that. Somebody will take that and be like, that fool's on my dick.
Yeah, like low level thinking.
You know what I'm saying? Low level thinking, like you gotta start. We gotta start thinking. You know, like we are one. You know what I'm saying? Like we're connected, because we are.
Yeah,
we are. I don't know if you ever been in a riot. The mentality of a riot and the natural act of a riot is synchronized. People that study this shit will tell you, when we're in a riot, we become one. It's an energy, fool. That's why during riots, people will dodge punches that they don't even see, because this guy's seeing it and we're connected. It's crazy how the mob can become one. But we forget that, fool. We forget that. Why? I don't know. But we're in the joint in prison. Boy, are we one. I'm in the shower. The homies posted outside watching. I'm doing a pull-up. The homies watching me. I'm at chow. The homies watching me. And vice versa. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, that's what I'm trying to bring to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like show that carnalismo is necessary. It's important. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to call you my nigga because you're not. Carnal, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you something that you're not. I'm not going to feed into that shit. Yeah. I'm not going to feed into your fucking psychosis, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do it, bro. Like, I refuse to do that. You know what I mean? So that's why it's important for us to, like, highlight all this shit that's been embedded in us, fool.
Yeah, speaking about that word, right? Because, you know, in it's embedded in hip hop, and sometimes it's hard to not, you know, say it, but like when you hear somebody, one of your homies say that, you try to like tell them, you give them the importance about it, or you let them do their thing.
It depends where we're at, because there's a time and a place for everything. I know that if I say it in the wrong place, it's belittling. You know what I'm saying? But I know that if I pull them to the side and tell them, then it is. But then at the same time, it matters how important you are to me in my life. If you're just nobody, I'm not gonna take the time, because I don't know how you're gonna take it. Now, if I know that you're somebody that has mutual respect for me, then I know you'll take it the right way, because you know I care. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, I like to show more than talk. You know what I'm saying? That's why I show motherfuckers like how fly it is to be one of us.
Yeah.
And that's why I go to the extent of my fucking clothing, to my jewelry, to the shit I drive, to the way I speak, to the music and beat selection, the artists I work with. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand the effect that it has on the people watching. You know what I mean? Like, if nobody else is going to bring it to you, I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what it's about, though. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's us stepping out of our comfort and really showing our swagger and how cool we can be. You know what I'm saying? Because we're always looking for other people to influence us in style, music, and everything. And it's like, come on, man. Like, if you don't stop it, like, if you look at our history, our heritage, our people are flamboyant with their
always,
with the way they dance, they dress. Look at just the way a charro dresses. How much swagger than that can you have?
Yeah,
come on, dog.
My tio's a mariachi. He just performed with Fuerza Regida at the Staples Center.
Look at them kids. Them fools make me proud, bro.
Hey, JOP's holding it down right now.
Them fools make me proud. Like, I see him, and I don't even listen to the kind of music. But just the way the man carries himself in his presentation, you got to salute that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's classy. It's elegant, dog.
Yeah, he is. He has a whole different swag. He's influenced the whole game. People, like little kids from Mexico that sing come, and they automatically want to start dressing like him.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You know what I mean? The homies representing, and shout out to that fool, man. Straight up.
In the song "Don't Walk Away," which is a little bit more of an aggressive song, like, are you speaking to someone specifically, or just like going through like different memories you've had over time?
It's a culmination of a lot of situations that I've had. When I say I know you seen her with the bros and it gotta hurt your soul, but don't let go. Like I know people that kill themselves over their girl, you know.
Damn.
You know, I know fools that ended up wrecking on the streets because they couldn't take a head up. You know what I mean? They ran from a fate, and it's like, to me, it's like this, dog. Right? It's very simple. It's like, as a gangster, you're always the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? And you get comfortable in that position. But you gotta understand, like, even the gangster becomes a victim at a certain place, at a certain time. And for you to run from that is to run from the lesson. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we always want to be the one, like, the strongest one, like, oh, ain't nobody gonna touch me. I ain't, dog. Sometimes you need an ass whooping. I know I need one sometimes.
Yeah, get checked.
Hell yeah. The ego, the way the devil works is off your ego, bro. You gotta understand, like, it's unnatural for a man to walk around thinking he's God. Only God isn't touched, boy. Only God is above reproach. You ain't. You're human, bitch. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And then God never came down. He sent his son.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why? You know what I'm saying? And look at what happened to his son. He took the ass whooping for his dad because guess what? That's what a son does. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it before my daddy takes it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's a good son.
You always got to remember that. Yeah, you always got to remember that. So to me, it's like that song is about accountability. Don't walk away from this, dog, because you're missing the jewels. You're missing the lesson. The win is in the suffering, bro. I don't know if anybody realizes it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing will ever mean more to you than something that you've cried for. You know what I'm saying? No experience will teach you more than some you bled for. You know what I'm saying? To watch somebody that you love die in front of you will never leave you, dog. Will never leave you, and it'll teach you to appreciate the ones around like so much more. I tell my homies I love them every time I hang up the phone. I love you, fool. Straight up. Because I'd be lying if I didn't. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's what that song was about. Like, don't walk away from me, man.
What's your current like label situation right now?
Shit, I'm independent. I'm the boss. I'm the start and the end, and I love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What, like, for new guys like that are starting up, like, what are some of like the building blocks of like going independent successfully? Like, what do you have to get your shit? What kind of like programs or DSPs do you use, or like sound exchange? Like, what is your your building blocks?
So for distribution, it just depends, you know, what suits you. I've always gone through CD Baby. For publishing and royalty rights, I go through Song Trust. Let's say that I want, let me see, for my ad revenue through my YouTube channel, I go through AdRev. You know what I'm saying? So I outsource all the administration that I have to. You know what I mean? Because, you know, that's a whole nother like doctrine that hasn't been opened up to anybody. Like, we don't know who even wrote the pay scale on songs and streams and all that shit, and if they're accurate. You know,
we just accept it.
We don't know what's in the cloud. You know, we don't know what streams we're missing out on. You know what I mean? So you gotta bend at some point and go to the professionals. But to me, that those steps, you don't even gotta worry about that until you're like getting booked for venues. You know, because at that point your streams and your royalties are just gonna discourage you. You know what I'm saying?
7 cents and shit.
Yeah, you're gonna go and be like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to me, those are all steps. But to me, like, the best building block is to fund your own music. Fund your own music and put the shifts and hard work behind it. Because only then will you treasure it and will you treat it accordingly. Like, you know, if the homie's inviting you over to his pad with his laptop and a microphone in the corner, like, let's put it like this. I know a gang of rappers that don't have to pay for studio time, and they're the ones that are less in the studio.
What do you mean they're less in the studio?
Like, they get free studio time.
Oh, and they're never there.
They have everything. They're never there. They're running around doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
But a motherfucker like me that pays for his own studio time and funds all his music, I'm always in that bitch. I'm in that bitch like I'm practicing jump shots. Because I know the value of it. I know the worth of it. And there's some to be said about funding your own shit. Like, can no other man hold you back? You know? Like, if I want right now, fool, today, it's fucking this time, I could call a studio, book it for 12 hours. And honestly, I could drop an EP if I want, a short 6-song track, you know? Let's say you spent $300 in studio time and you didn't even complete a song. You still got to come back. It's like, I do it wisely. I'll sit at home. I'll write my music. I'll practice it. So when I get to the studio, my engineer already knows. Just get my vocals ready. Let's run it. You know what I mean? I don't waste his time. He don't waste mine. Because I hate staring at each other. Or I hate having him waiting on me. He's just at the computer like.
Getting paid to be on his phone.
The beats going over and over. And I'm just like, I'm looking at him like, fuck.
Did you do that before you had to learn about that?
Nah, I fucking always came ready.
Okay.
I've always came ready because I always wanted to be the first one on a song. So I always noticed that when we're recording songs with multiple artists, like depending on who finished first was always first. I always wanted to be first.
Yeah, why is that important?
Because of my aggression and my delivery.
Like putting the stamp on the
way
song.
that I come in. I'm a very aggressive artist, you know what I'm saying? I have a lot of anger fucking buried deep inside, and my music is my best way to express it.
What is like your writing process, or how do you pick beats?
To pick beats, I'm a soulful dude, man, you know? So I like real soulful shit. Basically, I feel like I've been around and studied hip hop so long that I know what's good to the ear, and I know like what my delivery sounds good on. You know what I'm saying? And then when I pick aggressive beats, I want the beats that write themselves. Like if it goes on and I'm already writing in my head, I gotta have it. If I gotta really sit down and come up, then it's not natural to me. You know what I'm saying?
Are you getting like beat packs from producers, or are you going on YouTube and finding
No,
beats?
I have my own exclusive producer that I work with. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why you hear the sound like the way it is. It's different than anybody else's. You know. I mean, at least I think so.
Yeah. When you decided to start rapping and start recording, actually, like recording records and shit, did you already have everything set up, or what did you learn?
Hell nah. It was shit, trials and tribulations. Like originally I was on high power, so Capone was set up everything. You know what I'm saying? And then when I left him, but it was technology that opened my eyes. Like it was just so easy to do so much shit now. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to when I first started. Like damn dog. Like it was hard when I first started, bro. Like we used to go to swap meets and shit and sell CDs, or we would wait for the clubs to get out because they would never let us in. So we would wait in the parking lot till all them bitches and all them fools that wore the dress up clothes came out, and then we'd pass out flyers. You know what I mean? And try and sell CDs. So this time when I saw the resources and how easy it was, I was like, man, let's figure it out. But Ernie G from Proper Dose is the one that technically like guides me. You know, like on what we need, what type of microphone, what preamps he's buying, what Apollo's using, what program he's using on Pro Tools. You know what I'm saying? And even my delivery, he coached me a lot, like on my delivery, because before I was overwhelmed by anxiety. My anxiousness was always ahead of the beat. Yeah. You know what I mean? So he taught me about staying in the pocket, and not only that, like laying in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like the confidence and the swagger behind your delivery, like adding so much more depth to the song, you know? And he helped me out a lot, man. And then working with Steve, Fan First, like taught me like how ambitious you can be with the music. You know, like Steve has an attitude. If I have it, let's do it. Steve doesn't quiver for nothing. Like the bigger the challenge, the more that boy steps up. You know what I'm saying? So that taught me the importance of cachet. You know what I mean? Like having a bag when you want to step into this game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's important, dog. Trust me, to step in with a financial foundation is huge in this game. Motherfuckers won't take you serious, dog. You know what I mean? You're just looking for a handout. If you don't come in with a bag ready. And that gives you status in this game. And it makes you important. Like, fool, see you pull up. Oh, come to the VIP section. And then who's in the VIP section? Everybody you want to work with. Instead of watching from the fucking curb. That's why these bloggers, like, I trip out on their arrogance, fool. They're nowhere where it's popping. But then they get on their blogs and want to talk about and dictate what's popping. It's like, bro, I never see you outside. What the fuck? I'm around some of the biggest parties, like, where all this shit goes down. You motherfuckers are never there.
Yeah.
You know
They're probably scared, too, because, like, they probably talk shit about somebody and they don't want to get beat up.
They do, but you know what, dog? It's like this, fool. Like, they're going to be their own demise.
Yeah.
Because, look, Adam 22 and No Jumper have still, to right now, the opportunity to truly represent hip-hop. And they don't. What they represent is drama, fool. You know? They're like, it's like they've given up on the substance of hip-hop. You know? They think that it's more important to highlight the bullshit and the arrogance and the ignorance. You know what I'm saying? When that platform like has such a following, it could be changing the streets, fool. Like it could be building up communities. You know what I'm saying? But nah, instead they fucking they air out each other's dirty laundry. Like, come on, dog. I just heard that fool Adam 22 tell one of his hosts, "Oh, you think I'm disrespecting your mom when I paid for her funeral?" Dog, you even say that on air?
Yeah.
I'm fucking killing you, fool.
Yeah, dog. That was.
Don't ever throw that in my face. If you did something for me, bro, like, do it for me genuinely. Not to use it as a fucking pawn, fool.
Well, that fool left. That fool left no jumper.
How could he?
How could you?
Dog, how could you not? Your family's gonna you lose all your self-respect.
But like the like, I don't know if he's acting dumb or just playing for the camera. Like, are you really that dumb that you don't think that's disrespectful to even bring it up? Yeah.
Adam hasn't never been checked, fool.
And he's not even from around here
He's
either.
Not even from around here. He's a square from Delaware.
Some fucking Boston and shit. Somewhere the fuck out there.
So it's like nobody slapped the shit out of Adam. You seen him when he saw the fight in front of him? Oh my God, dog. My girl wouldn't react like that. I've seen my girl when I fight. You know what my girl does? Squares up.
Yeah.
She's a female. Adam did this shit. What the fuck is wrong with you, my dog? Like,
yeah, he's been caught lacking so many times.
What the fuck
dog.
is wrong with you, my boy? Like, come on, man. Like, but you know, and it's sad, fool, because.
What do you think? Like, cause you know, business wise, business savvy, like creating that platform or whatever, business wise, it's done something pretty amazing, right?
Coming from it's done something great.
Something from a different side of the country, white, you know, not the right race, not a minority, and to build it up, that's great, right? But it doesn't translate to what hip hop's about.
No, not at all.
So why are we holding him accountable to act like someone from the street when he's not from the street? Is it because hip hop is involved?
Well, because hip hop is the blood through those veins and those arteries of that fucking show. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the components that you see right there, okay? As minorities, anytime a white man highlights something that you're doing or glorifies it, you automatically feel like it's accepted all the way. Because historically, we're wired that way. We've always needed the white man's approval, we think, to reach the highest of success. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not intentional. It's just the way that we're wired. You feel what I'm saying? But you can rewire that because your culture is what's allowing this white individual to have something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like one of them dudes on that platform needs to just dip on his own and start his own shit. If this dude can't appreciate what's been given to him and the jewels that's been given to him, the opportunity, you know what I mean? Because what does he counter it with? Porn. So how do you expect a man that doesn't have respect or integrity and doesn't honor his own wife's privacy and body and sex to respect our culture?
Also, too, like, that's how much he's most on that. I watched the show, right? Like, that fool that he told that to, that, I paid for your mom's funeral, that fool smashed his wife before they got together. So I feel like deep down inside, you know, he was like, oh, we're homies. I'm going to pay for your funeral. Don't let it ever get out. And it finally got out that House Phone smashed Adam's lady before they got together. And now they're officially like, all right, House Phone has his own channel. He left. And then a bunch of other fools still stayed there.
Yeah, but House Phone should have seen that coming.
Yeah.
House Phone's from the streets. He should know. I fucked up boy's girl. I got to capitalize on this as soon as I can. Mm-hmm. He ain't never going to forget. Let me tell you something. You ever see homies kicking it with the other homie that smashed his girl, even if it was before them?
Hell no. To me, that's against the law, dog. Like, I would never.
I'm saying, even if it happened, like, let's say it happened innocently. Let's say, for instance, you fuck a girl, you go away for 10 years to prison, let's just say, and when you get out, she's being with your homie. I get it. Life goes on, right?
Yeah.
It's circumstantial. But you're still not going to be with him at every barbecue, fool. It creates a wedge, an invisible wedge, whether you like it or not.
It's weird shit.
Well, it's respect for your girl. You gotta tell yourself, like, at the end of the day, you gotta respect the fact that she had a life before you. It's not her fault. You know what I mean? It's not her fault that both of you motherfuckers were in the same, you know, in her lifespan or whatever. You know what I mean? It happens. It wasn't intentional. Now, if she fucks both of you at the, you know, in the same time period, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and still though, even if it's coincidental and circumstantial, you gotta acknowledge it, fool. You got to, especially if one of them wifes her up.
Yeah, that's the major factor right there.
Yeah, once he wifes her up, have kids with her, like, it's not the same, buddy. No longer is it, hey, it's all good. Nah, fool. You know what I mean? There's love now behind it. And as men, we're territorial about who we love.
Facts.
You know
I had that argument with the homie the other day. They're like, you know, is it okay for you to get with someone that's already been with your lady? Or can you get with a girl that's already been with one of your homies? I was like, nah, dog, I can't do that. I can't do that. Or like, even if I had an ex and one of my homies said, hey, fool, can I smash your ex and shit? But like, come on, dog. Like, you can't. Like, I sound like a bitch saying no, but like, no, dog. Like
why, dick?
If it was my lady, it was just some bitch I fucked, whatever, dog. But that's my girl. You see me around with her and shit like that. Like, come on, dog.
That means they've been plotting even when you were with her.
Exactly. So what else are you looking at that I have that you want?
But that shit shouldn't even. But the fact that we even know all this shit and this topic comes up already tells you like they weren't on their P's and Q's. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like they weren't thinking this shit like men. And that's the thing that none of them fools. I doubt fool that any of them has got down with Adam head up.
Nah,
off camera.
Well, Adam says that he's not getting down with his homies. Because AD always says, "Hey, I get down with my homies.
I'm getting down with my homies.
I get down with my homies all the time, and
cool.
And then we keep it moving.
Bonding. Yeah, that's what keeps moving.
And that fool says that he's not with that shit.
Yeah, well, Adam's pussy. I mean, no disrespect. He said it. I didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The minute you turn out a face from anybody, I don't give a fuck who it is. Mm-hmm. You're pussy, fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing wrong with a fight. That's what men do, fool. Men fight since we're little.
Yeah, I got a scar from fighting my own homie, fucking that I rock, proudly.
Got a gang of scars from fighting my homeboys. And I love them to death.
Hell yeah.
To this day, I won't deny him shit. I got an older homie right now in my hood, beat the dog shit out of me when I was like 17. My tip of my nose and my forehead were the same level.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. But he comes around my pad right now. My little kids, that's Theo.
Yeah.
That's Theo right there. My older homie, Tommy's son with that ass whipping, fool. There's always a lesson from any scar, any wound. It's a lesson, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why Adam is the way he is. That's why Adam has no filter, fool. Because he won't get down with nobody.
And there's no one to hold him accountable.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
He has no big homies.
So he's talking about, I don't fight my friends. Nah, fool. You don't fight fools because you think you're better than them, fool.
Yeah.
And you're not willing to jeopardize that thought in your own brain.
Right now when you said that, that's exactly what it is. He's above that.
Yeah, supposedly. He's above that. I ain't fighting you. You're a fucking bum.
Yeah.
Or Lord forbid, what else he really thinks. Mm-hmm. You're a fucking and you're a fucking you know what I mean? Like, come on, dog. And it's just crazy though, man. It's crazy that men are the ones on that platform. You would think that a bunch of females run that shit. My boy AD, he's solid. I hate to.
I'm a big fan of AD.
I hate to no, I know AD. Like I know AD like I know him. Do knows I love that kid too. He's a good youngster, and I hate that they're there, dog. And you know what's funny is that when I first came into No Jumper, the homie Lucky from Hoodstocks told me, man, why you going over there? Fuck that platform. Mm-hmm. They're exploiting the homie. And I looked at him and I was like, dog, like, I'm just going over there to expand the brand. I didn't really see the depths of what he was talking about because I never really watched the channel. To me, it was just a platform that interviewed rappers. I didn't follow it like that. You know what I mean?
You weren't a big fan of it.
Nah. But I'm going to tell you one thing that's crazy. Okay, so look. So my first encounter with No Jumper was this. I hit up AD and I hit up Dunos. And I was like, hey, because they were doing a podcast on restaurants. Mm-hmm. So I had originally reached out to Dunos and I told Dunos, my boy, how much for you to do a blog on my sister's pop-up? Because my sister sells pupusas, right? Shout out Caritas Pupusas. If I don't say that shit, it's my ass. Shout out to Caritas Pupusas on Instagram. Follow my sister. Yeah. So anyways, the homie told me, hey, we don't do pop-ups. We only do restaurants. So I was like, all right, say less, my boy. I appreciate it. 2 weeks later, Dunos hits me up. He's like, hey, fool, I got an idea. And I was like, what's up? He's like, why don't you and your sister pull up, have her cater the crew at No Jumper, and we'll all do promo for her on our IGs. All of us have big followings. Say no more. I tell my sister, get some pupusas ready. We're going to pull it to No Jumper. So sure enough, we pull up. I feed all the homies. A gang of, I knew fools there, So I feed everybody. Adam comes out from the interview thing reluctant, like, who the fuck is this? I pull up how I always pull up. Bald-headed, Jules, thugged out. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that he had never seen an essay like me before. Mm. And he was a little like, oh, what's up? Shook his hand real quick. It wasn't like, oh, who are you, bro? Nothing too close, formal. Right? Yeah. And I did the same. I picked up on his energy and I was like, all right, I'm not going to come off like a groupie, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? All right, fool. Like, I'm here for AD and Dunos anyways, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I was excited to see those fools. You know what I'm saying? So we feed the cast, and I take a picture with Adam, and then I leave, dog. I leave and I do my shit, right? And when we came back for the whole American Cholo incident, and he wasn't there, I was like, damn, this fool picked up on my energy quick that first time he met me. Like, he knew, like, I wasn't the one. You know what I'm saying? Not fear, but maturity-wise and intelligence, you know? Like, this fool can see through me. You know what I'm saying? And since that day, I've never seen him again physically, fool.
Yeah, because I think sometimes too, like when someone, I think in his eyes, like if someone fans out in the initial, he goes, all right, I can get this fool. I can manipulate this interview.
Yeah.
Like he's above, like, it's like chess, mental chess.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, this fool's not a pawn, you know?
Nah. So, but you know, it's like, Lucky was right. Lucky from Hood Stocks was absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't want to talk about Adam like he's a piece of shit. You know what I mean? I just think that Adam, he's disconnected, fool. Like, he's so in that laptop and the phone, like there ain't no coming back. He's part of the Matrix. That's the best way I could describe it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us are becoming like that. You know, a lot of people are becoming a part of the Matrix, whether they realize it or not. Like, people are so consumed with seeing themselves on the phone and YouTube. It's fucking, they can't do nothing else.
Yeah, I'm stuck in between a hard spot because, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, he's one of the people that when I looked up to start this shit. But my thing was like, I want to do it, but from like some fool that's from here that knows about here.
Most definitely.
And like keep that ingrained in the culture, like, because I see the disconnection, like you said, between him and the people that he has around, and just the way he carries himself. I'm like, this can be done better, you know. So that was one of my things, and why I still keep watching. But it's more like studying the game, see what they move. I know like what kind of cameras they're using, or like pick up on little game and shit like that.
Well, we're not. You know, the thing is this, that as a culture, like, our loyalty is everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you'll meet individuals that are with the same girl since they were 16, 15, fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, in our culture, that's
Normal.
That's normal. You'll see fools settle down when they meet their first girl and their first kid. In our culture, that's normal. Like, you meet a Mexican or Hispanic, Latino, however you want to describe yourself as, father with a daughter, or like the man is like the fucking, you'll see the hardest man turn to like mush with his daughters, fool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, our loyalty and our admiration for the women in our culture is huge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we love our women. There's more Mexican mama's boys than I think any other ethnicity.
Facts to this day, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm 33. My mom's still like, ¿Tienes hambre?
So to me, it's like, you know, it's that ambition in the white man, you know, that he carries. You know what I'm saying? And I don't say that to be prejudiced, but who do you see in convalescent home? Nothing but white old men and women.
Yeah, the kids nowhere to be around.
Nowhere to be around, fool.
Yeah, that's the thing my mom says. It goes, whatever happens, just don't ever fucking put me in a home, dog.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen. Hell no, mama.
Yeah.
Like, you already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, they're you know, that's why culture is important. That's what I always say.
Culture is important.
Culture is important, fool. Like, it's a logged history of how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And what made you who you are. You know what I mean? So we gotta embrace that, and we gotta be proud of that shit. Like, look at George Lopez, funky ass.
I was just reading that shit right here. George's situation with other Latinos.
Come on, dog.
I hurt my soul, dog.
Like, come on, George. Are you serious, my boy? Now I gotta slap the shit out of you when I see you? You're that dude, George?
Damn, dog. That shit hurt me, dog. Because come on, for a long time, that was like our flag bearer for us.
But I saw it, though, coming.
You did? How?
When he was campaigning for Obama, fool. ¿Me entiendes? Like, I saw it.
Yeah, I would never.
When he was going in so hard for Obama, I was like, who threw you a dick, fool? Like, why are you trying to convince us about this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like Obama deported more immigrants than any president before in history, fool.
Facts.
But this dick talking about, remember? You obviously don't remember where you came from. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what happens, though, dog, when, like I said, about Adam 22 No Jumper. He's lost in the Matrix. George is lost in the Matrix.
He had an excuse for it, too. Well, not an excuse. Well, he did have an excuse. He's like, Paul Rodriguez, right, was famous when that fool was coming up. And then Paul Rodriguez told that fool, hey, when I go like this, come on stage with me. And he thought, George Lopez thought that Paul Rodriguez was going to like give him a shout out and whatever. And he was like, oh, come here. He takes off his jacket and just throws him his jacket like, oh, thank you. And then George took that shit personal. Like,
but George is a hoe because he should have threw it back and slapped him on stage.
And
he would have blew up.
So he just held that shit in.
Lack of nuts,
accountability.
Being a bitch, a pussy ass Vato, put him in that position of weakness.
Yeah.
I would have threw that shit back while he was. I give a fuck how big you are, bitch.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, unfortunately, like some people might.
Tu madre, pendejo. You should have told him on stage.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Like some people might look at that, but that might have been the only way to like pridefully like accept that challenge. You know, like that's the only way to handle that situation.
Dog, let me tell you something, man. And that's the problem with men right now.
Yeah, scared to fight.
Men will take an insult and sit on it with animosity instead of directing it right away on the spot. Even if he didn't throw the jacket at him, he should have waited backstage and pulled him to the side. Hey, fool, what the fuck are you? And slapped the shit on him. What's wrong with you, bro?
Yeah.
The fuck? That would have changed everything. Everything. But like a hoe, he sat on the animosity. And what did he do? He grew hate towards his own people.
Consumed them.
Like a bitch, fool. Like a hoe would.
That
fool.
shit ate him alive.
That's not what men do, fool.
And look what happened. It turned him against his own people, dog.
Well, look at what happened to him. Now it's turned his people against him.
Yeah. He has since called that fool and apologized to the other fool that he was making fun of.
Fuck that. Fuck apologizing, my boy. You're the old heads and OGs that everybody talks about. Mm-hmm. That's hating on the youngsters. I get that shit all the time. Oh, you hating on the nah. I don't hate on no young. I hate on bitch ass fools. Period. Point blank.
Yeah, no matter what age
sucker,
you are.
I don't give a fuck age group, color, where you come from. If you a hoe, I don't like you, dog.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. So George wants to blame it on him. He should be blaming it on himself. You know what I mean? He didn't stand up for his shit. You know what I mean?
And then I think he knew during the podcast when he was saying that bullshit, he was also saying like, oh, who is Ralph Barbosa, whatever. He was talking shit.
But look at all the other shit that's coming up about that fool. You haven't seen all these other comics and movie directors saying that George told him, hey, I don't want no other Mexicans hired on.
At a casino. He was at a casino on
Mainline.
Mainline. He goes,
that's like, come on, bro. Like, and I see it, dog. I see it. I've always seen it in George Lopez. I'm not gonna front, homie. I've always seen George Lopez. Like and look, back to what I was saying about women. His wife gave him the kidney and he divorced her like she wasn't shit.
Damn, that's fucked up, dog.
Pero that to me is like, she saved his life, bro. And he fucking dipped like nothing, fool.
It's fucked up, dog.
Did he cash her out for that kidney? I hope he cashed her out.
Better give her something.
He better have, but I doubt it.
Who knows?
You know what I'm saying? I doubt it, but you know, it sucks though. But that's what happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? When you don't. That's why I always say like, you gotta learn how to live with regret, because it could either make you or break you. You know what I'm saying? Like regret is something that it's a challenge, fool. You know what I'm saying? It's like a hill. You know what I mean? That you gotta learn how to climb up and build up your stamina. You know what I'm saying? To get over that fucking hump. Always regret is something that makes people, fool. Look at how many women are toxic because of regret. They ran through so many fools before this loyal one, and now that they have this loyal one, they don't even know how to treat them because they regret throwing their pussy away to all these fools, and now everybody knows. Same goes for guys. Mm-hmm. Guys cheat on their chicks all the time, but they can't learn to live with that regret. They don't know how to just tell their wife like, hey man, truth is, I've been doing this and this and that. You want to stay with me or not? Instead, what do? Hide it. And with that regret, they destroy not only the wife, but the whole family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be held accountable, dog. You know what I'm saying? You got to hold yourself accountable.
Yeah, accountability is big.
It's everything, dog. Everything. You know what I'm saying?
You have a song that I really like, dog. I like Big Guns. That song is fucking fire, dog. That hook is fucking.
Yeah, that's
fuck,
we Ernie G. I was in the studio with him. I brought the beat. I had already done the lyrics, and Ernie G goes, "You know what I hear?" I was like, "What's up?" He goes, "I like big butts and I cannot lie." And I was like, "What?" So I just filled in the words, changed it up, and dropped it.
Yeah, some of the biggest records right now are like throwback records like that.
That's always the case, though.
Yeah, Biggie did it.
Always the case. Snoop did it.
The whole Chronic album, the original Chronic album, it's all samples, dog.
It's always been like that.
Isn't that crazy? Like the two biggest producers in hip hop, Dr. Dre and Kanye, bro. You know, depending if you want to debate about it, but like they are just sample users.
Sample kings, dog.
Dog. No original beats and shit.
That's true. I mean, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
But it's still fire.
The Tabernacles, you know, go back to the Tabernacles. Like, that's, you know.
Yeah, everything's remixed.
Yeah, hell yeah. And it's good. I think it's good. I mean, you know, the originality is going to come regardless, you know, because we're always searching to create. But it's good to pay homage, you know, and keep keep the past alive. You know what I'm saying? To remember.
Yeah.
Transgressions as well as victories.
That's dope. What's next for you? Like, I saw an interview. You said this might be your last project.
Yeah, it might be.
What has to happen for it not to be?
What has to happen for it not to be? I don't know, dog. I just feel like I just feel sometimes like it's time to elevate. Like deliver my message in different forms. I think it's time to metamorphosize. I've been trying to deliver my message through music. Now maybe I'll try and deliver my music through film. So it's not like quitting. It's just like
Transitioning.
seeing if I could do something else and challenging myself to do something else. But the music's in my heart, so I won't stop.
You're good, dog.
Yeah.
Because I used to rap for a little bit, and what made me stop is like I see fools like you that are actually good. I'm like, damn, there's no way I could do that.
Yeah,
It's a different level. It's like playing at the park basketball, and then you go to see Kobe. You're like, nah.
But the thing is that life's revealing so many things to me, dog, and it's teaching me so much. So I'm that dude. Like, I don't know how to see something and not share it with you.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm excited to share it with. That's just me. I've always been. Like people tell me something about that. I'd be like, fool, you can't be giving up all your game and secrets. And I'm like, dog, the Lord blessed me with this for that reason.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. I'm not gonna bogart nothing. Like, you crazy as fuck. Like, so the music is an extension of like, and like you said, you listen to the album, so I'm sure you can hear like the experiences and the shit that I'm sharing. You know what I'm saying? Like. I want to share monogamy. I believe in it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't believe that I would be who I am now without being in a monogamous relationship, like faithful to my girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have a bar. I don't know where I heard this. You're like the homie getting a girl pregnant, scared. Like you got scared because you got the homegirl pregnant.
Yeah.
And like she didn't have the baby. Like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Like some shit like that, right?
Yeah. Like I see that all the time, right? And it's like people try and they look at me, right, and they see that I got a bunch of kids at the pad, and then I have a bunch of puppies, because I breed pit bulls, right? So they're like, "Fuck, fool! Like we only got one kid. Like, how do you do it?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? How do I do it? Like, there's nothing to do. Like, I mean, as it is, my natural instincts makes me a provider and a protector, so that's already taken care of, But the kids ground me, you know what I'm saying? They ground me to a point to where it's like, when I'm really ready to take it there and turn up, like the kids remind me, boom. And with composure comes what? Control. And with control comes what? Guidance. And with guidance comes what? Reaching your goals. You feel what I'm saying? So to me, all my kids have brought me wealth. I'm not gonna front. With every kid that I've had, I get wealthier and more successful. So when people tell me like, fuck, I dodged the bullet, I didn't have a kid. To me, it's like, dummy, you just missed your full potential. I told the homie the other day, you're not a dad yet? He goes, nah, man. And I looked at him and I was like, you're going to be a good dad, fool. Your energy's great. And he was like, you think so? I was like, I know so, bro. You watch and see. You're going to be an amazing father, dog.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, like, I'm 33, right? But a lot of people my age, maybe a little younger, like, they're scared, dog. Like, they want to find the perfect wife, the perfect girl. And, like, I've been a single dad, dog, since I was 24.
Yeah.
Like, my son's 12, since he was 4, it's just been me and him.
Yeah.
And it's like, I've had the worst baby mama possible, because I got one when I was young and I was, doing stupid shit. Mm-hmm. And it's like you're never going to have the perfect situation, the perfect time to have a kid. You're going to be waiting all your life for that perfect moment.
If you're looking for perfection, but we're imperfect humans.
Exactly.
And okay, look, right away from birth, right? Little girls, they're always attached to their father. Little boys are attached to their mother. That's already an indication of what they need. Right away, you see that they need a counterpart of the opposite sex. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you let little girls play when they're around 3 or 4 years old. They're already cooking in a fake little kitchen. They're already dressing and taking care of babies. What are little boys doing? Playing in the dirt with Legos, building shit, falling, scratching, playing rough, housing, fighting. My little boy, my son, my oldest son, Vinny, he can't walk by one of my daughters without going, he's always rough playing, right? And to me, it's like, all you gotta do is read the body language as we grow, and we're always looking for the opposite sex to be fulfilled. And then genetically, when you look at a man's penis and a woman's vagina, the way it's constructed to become one indicates you exactly what you need. And you got to think like the only intellectual, sound, and intelligent form of life on this earth is us as men, right? And we're born with a spear, like a spear to penetrate a woman, but not to hurt her, not to kill her, to bring life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, it's like, I get it. You want to be a player, and I was there. Trust me. You know, I ran through, you know what I mean? Lord knows, you know, like Lawrence Taylor through this motherfucker, you know? But at some point, going through the toxic relationships that I went through and seeing all the negative and sin that comes from it and downfalls that comes from it, dog, I'm not safe. There's no safety for a man living that life. You know what I'm saying? Like jealousy from other men, jealousy from the woman that you're being with, and then that lust turns into hate. And when a woman hates you, it's worse than when a man hates you, because it's an unfair fight. You can't fight her the way you fought a man. You know what I'm saying? And she has the ability to be 100% the victim all the time. So you lose that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then dishonesty and lack of trust. How can you live with somebody that you don't trust? How can you build with somebody that you don't trust? So to me, trust comes first, right? And with loyalty, you build trust, you know? So me being in a monogamous relationship and being faithful to my girl and just being about me and her has brought me all the happiness that I want. And it's made me successful, you know what I'm saying? And she helps me. Like, I don't need to go to a stranger for my administration. My girl deals with all my money and all my business. You know what I'm saying? She's the mother of my kids. I don't gotta, why would I hire somebody else? Like, I know dudes that won't put their wife's name on the deed of the house. Why, bro? Why? What are you trying to tell your girl with that shit, that she ain't shit? Why would you even do that? And why would you share that with your kids? That's old mentality, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's rancho mentality, dog. Like, get rid of that shit, fool. Get off that insecurity, fool. All you're telling her is that you're scared of her. You know what I'm saying? When you don't allow her to be in the even playing field, all you're telling her is that you're scared of her and that you don't trust her. You know what I'm saying? But then you expect her to be 100 with you. And if she's not, Lord forbid. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that's important. I mean, for a man, I get it. For a young man, I get it. For, you know, teenagers, like, yeah, experience shit, live shit. But at some point, when that maturity, when you're talking about maturity, it has to be materialized and it has to be proven, you know?
Yeah, I think it's as soon as like the girl I'm with right now, like, she's very, like, she was raised by her grandmother, you know? So she has old values and she's very motherly and shit. And I used to always just chase the girl with the biggest booty, you know, the nicest face. And, like, those were always the most, like, you know, toxic. They're fun. Like, I've dated strippers before. But, like, right now, it's like I've had the most recent success in this time. And it's because I've been with her. Like, she, like, keeps me kind of, like, grounded, you know, and takes care of the house and shit. And she don't even live here, and she takes care of the house.
Well, those girls that you were being with before, you saw them as possessions. It wasn't a passion. Like, the woman that you have now is your passion. You know what I'm saying? Because she covers so much ground, so many different subjects and opportunities that you have in life, right? The other ones they're just possessions. They're just another toy. You know what I'm saying?
And they feel it too. That they feel it. The girl knows.
Hell yeah, they feel it. A female knows.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I've seen women are so intuitive to their emotion, dog, that a woman can die from heartache.
Damn.
I've seen women wake up with half of their face paralyzed from heartache. Their men's just destroying them and breaking them so, and they still won't walk away, fool. They still won't leave that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, to each his own. I mean, where there's no trust and there's no loyalty, like, there's no love. That just needs to be understood always, you know? Yeah.
I have some questions, dog, that I usually ask, like, you know, fools. Most of my guests have been fools my age and a little bit young, or way younger than me, like 21-year-olds, 18-year-olds fools, you know? And you're probably going to be the most mature intellectual person I have. And these questions are meant to be kind of funny, but I want to hear your point of view on these.
I bet.
All right, so like, can men and women just be friends?
Yes.
All right, explain. Why do you think that?
Okay, so to me, a friend is somebody that you see here and there. Like, I mean, okay, let me explain that furthermore, right? When it's an opposite sex.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, a friend is a homie, that fool's on the couch with you watching TV. You know what I mean? To me, there's rules to having a female friend. Nobody says you can't have them. Just know the limitations of that friendship. It's high and by. It's respect always first and foremost. And make sure that she's also a friend of your girl. Not just you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because some fools will say like, oh yeah, they could be. I'm like, what if your girl hits you up like, hey, I'm going out with my coworker Jimmy, and we're gonna go to the movies, and then I'm gonna go to his house, and we're gonna go eat. Is that cool? All right, bye.
No, but you're talking about guys with, okay, that's different. Because the mentality of a man is just different, and the way we're built genetically. You know what I'm saying? So a man genetically is built to procreate. So your dick gets hard without loving or even liking somebody. Mm-hmm. Women only get wet when they love somebody. Not only, but when they're really attracted to somebody. Mm-hmm. Like a man can jack off and you know, he's good. You know what I'm saying? Like a female has to literally like be thinking about somebody that she loved that fucked her before when she plays herself. She's not just thinking about a fucking Kong, you know what I'm saying? Walk around with this big old shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's different levels to the shit, but I think that like when you say men though, you gotta remember that. A man can, not a young man, not a little boy, not somebody immature. A man with maturity, a real man can have a friendship with a woman.
But what if like your girl tells you that like I'm gonna go out and hang out with some random dude that I know that you don't know? Is it more like that's a problem that she has, or you should be cool with no matter what your girl decides to do?
No, well, your girl needs to understand that her friend's your friend, and you're all going out.
Yeah,
that's the way it works. That's how you're able to keep that friendship. Like I don't go out with my homegirls by myself.
Yeah,
my girl's always with me when I go with them, and they become homegirls. I mean that's shit that only a single person does. You know what I mean? You can't be going out with individuals by yourself if you're in a relationship, not a real one. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference, you know?
Yeah, okay. That's the answer I wanted. All right. Do you beef it with all your exes?
I don't beef it with none of my exes. I just don't acknowledge them. It's not beef.
Is it cordial? Or you just...
No, it's almost like they don't exist. You know, you gotta understand that people come into your life periodically that are supposed to, you know? And they played a part and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know, it didn't work out. You know what I'm saying?
Are you friends with any of your exes? Like, keep it cool with any of them?
I have my oldest daughters from one of my exes, obviously, but we're cool. You know what I'm saying? But we don't talk. Like, I think we've spoken once, like in the last 10 years. You know?
Damn.
Yes, but it's, you know, listen though. But at the same time, I wouldn't want nothing to happen to her. You know, I don't wish her harm. Like, the happier she is, the happier I am, because I know my daughter's happy too. You feel what I'm saying? And then I see her as no longer as my ex. To me, when I see her, it's the mother of my child.
Yeah, facts.
So I put her, you know, I do regard her. You know what I mean? I have respect, you know what I mean? And I have consideration.
Do friends with benefits ever work?
Do friends with benefits ever work? Let me think from my own experiences. No.
It always ends up in some bullshit, huh?
Yeah. Well, somebody's going to charm somebody else and they're going to fall in love, you know? That's just human nature.
I think in my opinion, like, it's always the dude fucking it up, because you could be fucking some bitch, right? And just be fucking. And then as soon as she gets a boyfriend, you start getting a little like, damn, that's
territorial.
Yeah, like, hey, tell him fuck off.
Ego.
Let's get together. Fuck this shit. I love you. You know?
Yeah, it's the ego. It's the ego in a man. The ego in a man makes you want to be glorified. And that's why you got to understand, like, the Bible preaches so much humility. That's the main priority, is humility. Because once you start to worship yourself and once you start to think too highly of yourself, that's when you fail.
Bars. I like that. Do you fart around your girl?
All the time. I'm a Machine Gun Kelly in that motherfucker. That's all the time. She can't fart around me, though.
Yeah, that's the shit I'm on too.
Hot as a motherfucker.
Yeah, like, don't fart, because I don't fart, dog. Because, you know, to me, it's still a fresh relationship. It's like a year.
My girl's holy and pure.
Yeah, I want you to keep, like, pristine.
Yeah, stay immaculate, baby. You an angel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
even when she burps, she goes, well, you burp. I'm like, yeah, but I'm a guy. You're a girl. Please don't burp around me.
Yeah, I'm a pig. Like, you can't match my energy. You crazy as fuck.
She's like, isn't it cool how, like, we're so cool with each other? We burp in front of each other and everything. I'm like, no. I'm like, no.
Like, nah, baby girl. You got that fucked up.
I'm like, I got to tell her, hey, you're gross. Don't do that. Let me see. Nah, I even feel a little bit. Fuck, I'm gonna ask you, like, what's your favorite sex position?
I'm a doggy style guy, man.
So that's,
you know, I
does that make you an ass man?
Shit. I'm an ass man.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, my girl usually has the biggest booty in the room, natural booty at least. You know, yeah.
How do you feel?
Natural ass.
How do you feel about BBLs?
I don't. I mean, to me, hey, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? I just like the natural look. You know, don't do it to where your hips don't match your ass or
your thighs and shit.
Yeah, or it's where it's exaggerated. Like if it's subtle and it looks good, hell yeah, girl, rock that shit. More power to you. You know?
Yeah, I feel the same way. Do you eat ass?
Occasionally, depends.
Yeah,
it depends how we're feeling. Depends the mood. You know what I mean? shit, when me and my girl take trips, everything's, you know what I mean? Everything's on the table.
You're like different people on the trip.
Yeah, we are. But when we're home, you know, it's just a little different. You know what I mean? It's like,
kids around.
Yeah, motherfucker. You can hear fucking Sing 2 in the background. It's like, what the fuck?
That's a good movie. That's
a great movie. We watch that shit daily at the crib.
It's a good ass movie, dog. But I feel like it's some drunk shit. I gotta be drunk as hell to do some shit like that.
Yeah, no, I just gotta be on some
Mañango shit.
Yeah, there's sometimes just some days are different, you know? It's like some days are different. Some days I love her more than others, you know what I'm saying? And some days like, you know, I wanna express it, you know what I'm saying?
Differently, uniquely. Is there like a bunch of sex tapes of you out there?
None.
You never
I don't
recorded?
do that shit. No, I don't do that shit.
Why not?
Because it's holy. It's holy. Making love is holy, dog. It's not meant to be exploited. Like once you start once you start making it an exhibit, you know what I mean? It's no longer holy. It's no longer precious. You know what I'm saying?
I
don't even do dick pics. None of that shit.
What's the craziest place you ever fucked?
Craziest place I've ever fucked. Craziest place I've ever fucked. Shit, man. That's fucking a hard one, man. Cause I'm not really crazy like that. I like privacy when it comes to lovemaking. You feel me? Like I'm not really one of the dudes that like gets excited. Oh, let's fuck right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause I would get pissed if somebody saw her like that.
Ooh.
I want to kill. I'll get jealous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. I'm super jealous.
So I don't really do nothing crazy. I think the beautifulest place that I've had sex in is on the beach of Cancun. You know?
On the beach?
Yeah. Well, our room facing the beach. You know what I mean? Like the whole shit. Yeah.
That's some player shit.
Hell yeah.
What kind of strippers do you like?
I like the raza hood bitches.
Tattooed up?
Yeah, I like the bitches that look like they come from my hood, and I tip the fuck out of them, you know?
Hell yeah.
Strippers are the homegirls. I respect them. I see the strip club as a seminar, you know? To me, it's the office. It's never like the way that people come, you know, for the chicks and shit. I get it. They're beautiful and everything, but every female in there is a hustler, you know? And only the hustlers can come and really splurge, you know? Fools with work ethic, fools that earn.
Yeah.
So when I go to the strip club, it's a networking, you know what I'm saying?
How often are you in the strip clubs? You're in there a lot?
Pretty often. Yeah, me and my girl enjoy it. We enjoy the energy. We don't do regular clubs.
Do you do a specific one, or you like to go around different places?
I do specific ones. Okay. I go to where I'm supposed to be, where they're used to like fools like me, where they know what I require to feel safe in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like if the promoters and the club itself doesn't accommodate me, I won't go. But if they do, I reward them greatly, you know?
Okay. That's dope. What's your craziest Hong Kong story?
I never been to Hong Kong.
You been to TJ?
Yeah.
Okay.
I never been to Hong Kong.
Okay.
I'm like, I hate to say it because I know people are gonna be like this dick, but I'm a germaphobe when it comes to that place. You know.
That place is really clean.
Yeah.
I think if there was ever to be like if prostitution or whatever brothel was ever to be legal, they would have to go there and learn from them how to do it. Because it's basically a 3-story strip club, and then you if you want to, you can go next door and smash one of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
It's a strip club first, a brothel second, and then they won't smash. There's a shower in every room, and then they won't smash you without the condom. And
you make it sound good,
and then they use spermicide even to get you hard.
But to me, it's like this. Let me ask you something. Would you bring a porta potty to your house and use that one instead of your regular bathroom?
Nah.
All right then. It's that simple. That's the way I see it.
I mean, I was younger when I used to go, you know, but I haven't gone.
I feel you.
I haven't gone in a minute.
Well, yeah. Look, listen. That's a young man's move.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But I'm just saying, like, it's not as crazy as people make it seem.
Yeah.
Because it's normal. You know, it's normal in Mexico.
No, it is. It's normal in every country. I mean, it is what it is. Like, prostitution is the oldest way of making a living.
The oldest profession in the world.
Oldest profession, yeah. So I get it. I'm just like on some scary shit, man, when it comes to that shit. You know?
Yeah, it is kind of scary. But once I saw it, I'm like, oh shit, like, even if you pay them extra, they won't even kiss you. Yeah. Like, it's just different. You smashing on the first date?
Well, yeah, if they let me.
And then do you look at her different for letting you smash on the first date?
Depends. Depends on the circumstance. Depends on the person's like personality and like. Okay, so let me put it to you like this, right? Like, if I meet a girl, right, and she has kids, and I see that she's a good mother, I automatically have respect for her. You know what I'm saying? But if I meet a girl with kids and her kids are like not a priority, then I already know. You know what I'm saying? Or let's say I meet a girl without kids, right? And she wants to smash on the first date. If she doesn't ask me to wear protection, then I see her different. But at least if she,
But if she doesn't ask you, you're still gonna hit it raw.
no, I don't hit raw nothing at all.
Nothing.
Not like that. Not in that circumstance. My
Okay.
girl, yeah, obviously, But as far as like me on this, nah, hell no, I never go raw. You know what I'm saying? I value this temple.
Yeah.
I value my health. You know what I'm saying? I've seen what STDs like the wrong one can do to you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you were telling me that it's prevalent, or like it's a lot of it in the South, right?
Yeah. Well, not only that, I lost 2 uncles to HIV.
Oh shit,
So I've witnessed it, and it wasn't nothing. It was traumatizing to say the least.
that's wild, dog.
Yeah.
How does your family like? Is your mom still around? Your parents?
No, my mother died when I was 12, going on 13. Yeah.
Oh shit! How do we skip through that 2 hours
yeah.
later?
Yeah.
How was it? Was it like through a cancer? Or
Cancer.
something? Damn,
Pancreatic cancer. Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah. It was rough. That shit changed me permanently forever. I had a good mother. I had an amazing mother. Like my mother was the foundation of her whole family, and my dad's like a lot. You know what I mean? Like she was an amazing woman. Yeah.
So you were really close, and then she got sick.
I was the closest you can be to a mother. I hustled with my mother. I worked with my mother. I woke up with her. I woke up during summer vacation every morning with her at 7:00 to go to the garment district, buy clothing, and then sell out the trunk till 10:00 that night.
Damn.
We hustled together. We traveled together. My mother always took me traveling with her. I've traveled a lot of places because of her. Like it was just me and her. My music. She was the one that bought me my first gangster rap CD and always bought me every one I wanted. So yeah, I lost shit. I lost everything when I lost her. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you see the trials and tribulations that I went through after that, like trying to find myself.
Is damn, that's crazy. How did I skip over that? Do you think there's gonna be a Hunger Games 4? Or are you gonna switch it up?
Okay, so right now I'm working with a producer that he's heavy on hip hop, like the underground scene. He's produced for West Side Gun, Freddie Gibbs, and he's trying to guide me to these new beats and this new style recording without drums.
Without drums?
Yeah, vinyl to vinyl production, no digital shit, no Pro Tools, at all.
So how do they record the vocals?
Vinyl to vinyl. Well, my vocals, yeah, but not the beat production.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The production, the actual beat is vinyl to vinyl. So this dude that I'm working with travels to different countries to dig to crates to get samples, So all my shit's like completely original. So I'm trying to manage a full vinyl project. So everything on vinyl, you know what I mean? That's not gonna be digital distributed. It's not gonna be CD, none of that shit. We're doing vinyl only. So I'm doing that project with the homie VHS. Shout out to the boy VHS. And then after that, then I'm gonna think about Hunger Games 4.
Okay. You posted on your Instagram, and I tagged 2 of my homies that do music, that you're looking to work with like up and coming or small rappers or musicians.
Hell yeah.
What are you thinking about doing with that?
I'm thinking about, look, the main thing that I want to do is just I want to share my platform, but different ways than how other people have done it. So what I want to do is show people my method of how I make music and how I've been able to fund it. You know what I mean? So more of like a mentorship. You know what I'm saying? And embed that in a few artists, because I think that there's more success and there's more rewards in the marathon, than what people typically try to do right now is like go viral and then just blow up off of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just trying to drop jewels, you know what I mean? Because at this point, like with the music shit, I'm set up, you know what I mean? Like I know the ins and outs of it, the music business, like I never had before. So I want to hand that down, so therefore they can hand it down to whoever they wish, you know what I'm saying? And put genuine artists on,
Yeah, because something similar happened like during the pandemic. The Game did the same thing, but he put
that was exploitation, man.
I was gonna say like
that was exploitation.
I got tagged, right, whatever, because I was doing music back then, and you got to pay $700 to get
a spot,
a spot on a mixtape that got like 1,000 spins.
And then he's not even on it.
Yeah, he's not. He's just like talking.
Yeah. That's fucked up, man.
I know, and I love the Game. That's my favorite rapper, dog. The Game's my favorite rapper.
I lost a lot of respect for him after that. I'm not gonna front. Like when I saw it, I was like, damn, my dog, like you went 5 times platinum with that fucking the documentary, and like you forget like how hard it is out this motherfucker for a lot of artists, you know what I'm saying? And how we look up to you, like you're a staple in LA, you know what I mean? But he's so caught up in the celebrity.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't care about our love, fool. He cares about Kanye's and Dr. Dre's and the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been detached from us so long that he don't give a fuck about us no more, you know?
But I see it both ways too, because one of the homies did do it, right? And then he ended up he's done a couple of them where like Fat Joe, The Game, and I think DC Young Fly. They just talk like, oh, now introducing, and then it says the homie's name. And he got a little bit of clout from it. Like the homie, he got more views. People started fucking with him. I see how it's like helping the homie, but it's still kind of predatory because you think you're gonna get a you're thinking you're gonna get a feature.
It's like a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, I think you're gonna get a feature.
It's like a pyramid scheme. Yeah, you're misled. And you're thinking that the artist is actually gonna drop a song on it. Come on, fool. You couldn't even drop a verse on that whole shit.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Or do the hook or something, you know?
But that was that pandemic desperation. You know, they couldn't apply for EDD. And them motherfuckers never worked. You know what I'm saying? So they had to come up with some.
How did you do during the pandemic?
I did great. Shit, I dropped the most music that I possibly could. I made the most money professionally that I possibly could. It was great, fool. I mean, I can't front. I didn't suffer at all.
I fucked up.
Yeah?
I stopped. I
Damn.
had feria and I'm like, you know what? The world's gonna end. I'm just gonna kick in my room and just chill.
Really?
But it was the opposite.
We traveled. I traveled.
Well, I went to Vegas and Miami, but like as far as like doing this, I should have done more of this.
I went to Tulum. I went to the pyramids.
I haven't been down there, dog. I want to go.
Gotta go, man. Mandatory. I even I went to go see one of our shamans, you know, and I had a private session with her. You know what I'm saying?
What does that look like?
It's a beautiful experience. So it's going back to like the roots, you know what I'm saying, and how we communicated with our spiritual side, you know. Regardless of what your denomination is as far as like who you worship, God or whatever, where your faith is at, it's not about that, you know what I'm saying? It's about letting your spirit communicate, you know what I'm saying? So put you like this, what I got out of it when I came out of it was like that I take myself too serious, you know? Like I think I could save you. And I think I could save them if I try hard enough, which is not true. That's not on me. I'm not God. You know, only God can save other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a human. So I need to stop burdening myself with holding myself accountable for other people's happiness.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So that helped me a lot, tremendously. It was a weight off my shoulders, you know? Because I really did believe that it was on me. I felt like if certain people around me weren't happy, it was my fault. And it's not. That's the farthest from the truth. You don't complete a human being. Only they complete themselves.
That's crazy. When you lost your mom, like nobody from her family stepped up to take care of you and shit?
They tried, but my mom was like different, like how she brought us up in our home. And then my relatives that tried to were like extremely religious, like almost extreme.
Overbearing?
Yeah, so I their form of like communicating with me and trying to discipline me wasn't working, you know? And then honestly, like by the time they came into my life, I was already turned on the hood. You know, like as a kid, it didn't take much. Like all my homies that I grew up with from elementary were already thugging, and those were like, to this day, they're still my best friends. So it was like, fuck it, got nothing to lose, let's go. Being outside was the original social media. Like before, growing up, you know what I'm saying? You really had to make your face familiar with people.
Yeah.
And there was no social media to do it. So before, you know, you had to be on the block, like literally all day. Like we played catch, you know? And we weren't playing catch, we were riding bikes through the hood all day. That's how we promoted ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And then in order for us to go viral, we had to join gangs. You know what I mean? And then for us to get certified, the blue check, we had to kill somebody. That's how it was back then. Damn. You know what I'm saying?
That's a sick ass analogy, dog.
It's truth, though.
It is truth, though.
I'm saying it's damn true. You only need the killers and the ballers, dope dealers, you know?
Because fools, you'll be scared of somebody, not even never meeting them, just hearing about
Just
them.
knowing.
Just hearing about
you
like,
boy, you heard what happened over there, right? Yeah, boy dropped 2 dudes like broad daylight, woo woo, but they were legends.
Yeah,
you know,
automatic.
And it was real like, because the rarity of seeing that, you know what I'm saying? It led your imagination to go wild.
Yeah, now we're numb. We just see it all the time. People
now we're
numb.
Out. It's like nothing. You can see a motherfucker get shot. It's like you pull out your phone before you start doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Bars.
That's what you worship now. Bars. Social media. We're not worshiping the Lord no more. You know.
Damn. A lot of fools that were like hood stars, people that were like, you know, before social media that were really out there, like not a lot of them made it, dog.
Nah.
You don't really meet a lot of OGs.
Because of big price for fame, man.
Yeah, they're like trophies. A lot of hood trophies.
Yeah, I remember being in the halls And little homies from like Cantevar Tortilla Flats, like I remember vividly like getting washed up at 15, life at 15. And I'm like, now they're letting them fools out, but damn, that was 30 years ago. Like fuck, it took our courts and our laws 30 years to figure out that you sent kids away forever.
So I wanted to ask you, like, you know, someone coming from your perspective, someone coming from your history and your background. What are some of the ways people that are caught up in the culture, you know, like at a fork in the road that just got out or like are facing, you know, some decisions to make? What are some of the best ways people like us can make some real money, touch some real money?
You got to educate yourself, education, job titles, and trades. You got to have like whatever certificates or whatever degrees you need to pursue your dreams, because without that, there's no validity to you, and there's no validity to why an employer has to pay you a certain amount. Like, you gotta understand, if you always come in as a laborer, you're gonna get laborer wages, and then you're hoping that a company or a field will give you the opportunity to grow. But at the same time, you gotta understand that there's people out there that are hungry and know that education is it puts you like this. I work with guys that do the same shit with me as me, right? Same responsibility, same everything. Probably even got a little more knowledge than me. But the fact that I have my certs and my titles, I get paid $10 an hour, way more than them.
Damn.
And they know it. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, damn, I gotta go. And I'm like, yeah, bro, like there has to be validity to who you are and what you do. Because other than that, it's just hearsay. It's a rumor that you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, so you say, you know what I mean? But you can't prove it. You know what I'm saying? So education is key. And also, like, I think that in our community, we suffer a lot from substance abuse, you know? So we got to deter ourselves from partying a little too much. You know what I'm saying? With the drugs, being so open. Because, you know, as raza, we're open to the drugs. We're ready. Yeah. It's like you normal. Name a new drug, we're just like, shoot it, fool. Like, let's do it. Let's try it. You know, we got to stop that shit.
Yeah.
You know, we got to understand that we got to come to the realization that the people that are making these drugs aren't making it thinking about our benefits, you know?
Yeah, they want you to get addicted.
Yeah. They want you to get addicted. That's the key. So, come on, man. Like, if you're an evil chemist, like, you're not caring about them getting high and enjoying themselves and being happy and then quitting whenever they want. You want a motherfucker hooked. You know what I'm saying? So we got to prioritize sobriety, you know? And third, we need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, like, we need to understand that communication is everything. Networking, putting yourself in conversations that you never been in before, talking about topics that you never even thought about, and exploring things and being foolish with your ambition. It's like, I think that a lot of us don't think about being city building inspectors. Why? Because nobody in our family ever did it before. But if you only knew, they start off at $45, $55 an hour with guaranteed pensions.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us don't think about being notaries. Like, a notary charges $200 every notary they do. You know what I'm saying? That's the hustle you could do from home. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us don't think about being engineers to where we draw blueprints. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a job you can do remotely from your house, overseeing blueprints for a city and stamping them with that city stamp, where you get a pension also, and city benefits, government jobs. Like, you know, being a Coast Guard, like, homies don't sign up for that shit. You know what I mean? The Coast Guard's always looking for guys to hire. Now the forestry firefighter department, like, we need more of that. You know what I'm saying? Like government job. We need people in our government, or even being city councilmen. Like, people don't realize that a city councilman has more pull in that jurisdiction than the president himself. That's why Hunter and Beast didn't follow the COVID rules, because their city council shut it down, said it wasn't happening.
Damn.
So we need to start exploring the unexplored. You know what I'm saying? And we need to stop learning to put ourselves in positions that don't make us comfortable, because we always want to be comfortable. You know what I mean? Join the union here, which is great. Don't get me wrong, that's huge. Like, I recommend unions for people. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, like, we want to follow blueprints. We don't want to draw them out. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes us comfortable to see somebody already successful doing something. You're like, okay, I visually saw him go to school, do this, that, and then come up that. Dog, like, even journalism. Like, we all want to do podcasts, but how many of us are really journalists? Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? There's reasons for these titles. You know what I'm saying? Like, movie directors, producers, like, all that shit, writing scripts, you know? So education is key, because other than that, your talent is just hearsay, or your skill set is just hearsay. So you need to put validity behind what you're doing in your craft and get a trade and become the best at it, man. Shit.
Yeah, that was fucking the gem right there. coming from you come off as like a person that's very smart and intellectual, right? Where do you get your information from? Like, what is it? Where do you get your sources from? Your resources? Where do you learn from? Like, is there a specific a website or like a newspaper that you read? Like, where do you get your info from?
Since I've been out, honestly, I've been flooding myself with YouTube. Like YouTube has fuck, dog. I'll put you like this. So I do electrical, right? And when I first started in the field, nobody would teach me how to bend conduit. Do you know what that is? The pipes, the electrical pipes that you see on the roof, and you mold them with a bender to customize them to whatever bend you know how to do.
Okay, the one that has like little rivets on it, little rings on it, like a metal pipe.
No. That's a different kind of conduit.
Okay.
But conduit is the aluminum pipes that you see that the electrical goes through. So, anyways, to bend that is a huge skill set. Like if you know how to bend that, you start off. Even as a laborer, you start off at $25 an hour somewhere just because you have that skill set, So at my job site, when I first got out of prison, nobody would want to share the game with me. And I would notice it that they would bogart it from me. So I went on YouTube and I learned on YouTube. I took a few scraps of pipe. I bought me a conduit bender from Walter's electrical store. And then I watched videos in my living room and I taught myself. You know what I'm saying? When I was in prison, though, you gotta understand, I did a lot of years in prison. So a lot of my knowledge, like biblically, historically, comes from being in prison.
And you also like you store a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
And then it comes to you quick.
I'm intrigued by a lot of facts, man.
Because I do also like learn a lot of shit, like all this shit I learned by myself, right? But sometimes it's hard for me to retain it.
Well, you gotta. I think that if you're interested, you retain it.
Okay.
But when it's something that you're not really passionate about, it's overlooked. Because it doesn't touch your heart. You know what I'm saying? So when you absorb information that touches heart, it's life changing. It's not just knowledge. You're just like, whoa. It's a moment of clarity. You're like, damn, is that right? Like I heard something on Instagram the other day about the girls with the eyelashes. Did you see that post? Some guy did. Okay, well, some guy was talking about it. And he was like, do you know where that derives from? And the girls are like, well, from girls that weren't born genetically with healthy lashes. And he's like, nah, that's farthest from the truth. And then they asked him, so what was it derived from? And she was like, prostitution, brothels.
Oh, shit.
And they were like, what do you mean? So the hookers look more attractive? They were like, nah, they were cum catchers. So when the guys come on their face, it wouldn't affect their eyes because a lot of women were getting their eyes infected. So if you Google right now, cum catchers, what's going to come out is eyelashes.
Damn.
And I did it, and he was right. Damn. And I was like, damn, these bitches walk around cum catchers all day. Like, what the fuck, you cum catching ass motherfucker?
That's crazy.
So, but yeah, man, books, reading is always key, man, But my girl will tell you, like, I follow a lot of financial YouTube pages, you know what I'm saying? I like to study the stock market, you know what I mean? I never invested in Bitcoin because I didn't believe in its authenticity and it's like I didn't believe in its in that currency, like a digital currency that the people create. Like that's never gonna happen. The government's never gonna allow it to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that shit was like just like NFTs. It
was all lies. Dog.
It was all lies, all hype. But it's up to you to do the research.
That happens to everybody with everything.
Happens to everybody. The news
everybody
scams
gets
always
got.
a blow
Yeah,
up.
there's always a scam.
But the stock market is real.
Right.
Stock market is real. To me, the stock market, the best way to do it is to come in with a big bag. So to all of you right now getting big returns and kickbacks on the taxes, put it back put it on Wall Street and see what it does. Like see the products that you use the most, that you see being revolutionized, and products that you think are new to our communities and the shit that we use, like, and invest in them. Like if you drop 5 bands, look, dog, I'm gonna tell you something. If you would have dropped $100 on Amazon 10 years ago, right now it'd be worth $100,000. Just $100. Just $100. So think about that. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Like websites right now, like what's big? They're trying to pass gambling, right? They're trying to legalize gambling permanently, and they're trying to legalize the whole marijuana industry. So invest in those apps or those products. You know what I'm saying? The legalization of mushrooms is coming too. Medical dosages, DMT. They're trying to medically dose that too. Also, you know what I mean? So look into that. And then technology with all the electrical cars. I had invested in ChargePoint. ChargePoint was a big stock that I invested in last year, and I cashed out on it. You know what I mean? Dropped some bread, and then once I saw the stock market crashing, I pulled it out. You know what I'm saying? Just be vigilant and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you got to learn from the white man, man. You got to learn from the white man's hustle. The white man hustles he does it legally. You know what I'm saying? There's so many ways, LLCs, starting your own businesses, and even these websites and shit that you could start to cater to people's needs. There's so many different ways to make money now digitally. For me, I've done a few things traditionally to make money, and then I've done few things that are new to make money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like the stock was one of them. And then obviously the music was one of them. You know what I'm saying? Monetizing my YouTube channel was one of them. And then now it's like real estate. I'm looking for property to buy, but I'm gonna let this shit keep dipping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let this shit keep dipping because I see the economy. We can't keep this up, dog. We just can't. Every economy crumbles every 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens is you start off at a buyer's market. You know what I'm saying? And when the right people don't buy, the investors come and they capitalize off of that. So the investors capitalize off the increase in economy growing. And then you just got to learn the timing of when the economy's going to crash to be able to capitalize and resell. That's just the way it works. It's simple. Like every institution does that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a cycle.
But learn your banking rules too. Learn when you can get loans and then claim bankruptcy. Donald Trump did it multiple times and he's a multimillionaire. You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn that bankruptcy is forgiven. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to get loans and spend somebody else's money on your dreams. Fuck it.
Well, Russ, you know who Russ is, a rapper?
Yeah.
He said that he took out like $500,000 or some shit.
Yeah.
And just like funded his own records, and then he like tripled or doubled his money and shit.
Of course.
And that's what a label does. But
Yeah.
then they tax you like 3 times over or some shit.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Keep you under.
Exactly. So it just got to educate yourself, man, on things that are like outside your norm. You can't keep repeating the same things and expect new results. That's just life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's like Albert Einstein, like the definition of insanity.
Repeating the same thing over and expect different circumstances.
Do you see things firsthand that you have homies or people that continually spend money on a certain item or things that are unnecessary that keep them like broke, and you always have a broke homie that always has a fly of shoes or a brand new fucking watch or whatever?
Well, I've talked about this before on the podcast, right? And that's one of the biggest flaws that we have as a community. So we're indigenous originally, right? Mm-hmm. And when we met the Europeans, why were we captivated by them? We were captivated by their luxuries that they had. They had metal, they had spears, they had swords, they had horses, To us, we were like, fuck, these dudes are gods, you know what I'm saying? So we're going through the same shit now. We see rappers wearing $500 pair of shoes, $500,000 worth of jewelry on their neck, getting whips, even celebrities, athletes, all that shit, right? And we want to be their equals. We want to sit at their table as much as we can, right? So what happens is you start living. It's like being a kid. So when you're a kid, your imagination makes you think you're a soldier. Well, I'm a cop. I'm a police officer. Well, right now you got grown men living off their imagination, being unrealistic with who they are. Motherfuckers will work at a warehouse but be driving an SRT outside. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like motherfuckers will be wearing Louis V all day. You know what I'm saying? But they still live in the hood. Like, you got to prioritize your spending because a wealthy man doesn't show it. A wealthy man keeps it in discretion because he realizes that a wealthy man is a target to the poor man. You know what I'm saying? So instead of trying to highlight how wealthy you are, if you truly are wealthy, you should be keeping that shit private. You know what I'm saying? As rappers, like me, myself, I wear jewelry, But when I'm in my community, I don't. Because I'm one of them. That shit's just for show. It's for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? The jewelry is just a stunt and, and be a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Costume.
Yeah. It's part of the uniform. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. Don't get me wrong. Do I love it? Do I want to wear it around the house all day, every day? Yeah, I probably do, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? It's not that serious. But yeah, we need to learn how to spend. And what's happened is this, man, that hip hop is so influential, dog, that we're trying to become those artists and that way of living. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're not them. We're creators, we're harvesters, we're builders. You know what I'm saying? Like our fortunes lies in our ownership. You know what I'm saying? Of, even like, let's say you go to Mexico, like a wealthy Mexican is somebody that has a ranch. And a poor Mexican is one that doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
Simple as that.
Because a Mexican can live off that ranch, meaning harvesting, meaning like the animals, you know what I'm saying? Everything is there. And so they know exactly what they need, you know what I'm saying? They do it all on their own. But a poor man doesn't have shit, you know what I'm saying, in Mexico. So It's about, it's about prioritizing, like, who you trying to impress, man. You trying to impress strangers, or you're trying to impress your family? You know what I'm saying? And that was the key for me this time getting out. Because what led me to prison was my overambition. I could have 2,000 in my pocket and I would feel broke. You know what I'm saying? Because the hustlers, drug dealers, and rappers that were around me fucking laughed at that shit, So I was trying to live under somebody else's circumstance, because I just thought that was, that was where I wanted to be. But little did I realize, like, middle class living to me, I already feel wealthy. You know what I'm saying? I feel rich. Like, the fact that I don't have no financial burdens, that I'm not in debt to nobody, that shit feels great, man. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that, like today, my kids didn't go to school. Like, right now, I'm gonna pick them up and take them somewhere just because I want to. Somewhere, and we'll spend some bread. You know what I mean? But I'm spending it on my family. I'm not spending it on a fucking $600 pair of shoes or some bullshit. You know what I mean? And in return, like, God will bless you, man. People underestimate the blessings of God. I was just having a conversation with a homie of mine that's in a toxic relationship, right? And his life is a mess right now, The dude's a hard worker. He doesn't do drugs. He's a good kid, but his life is a mess, right? And we're talking about why is that, you know what I mean? And I'm like, dog, I'm going to tell you why the Lord's not blessing you. Because you worship a human being more than you worship him. You revolve everything around that chick. Anything you do and everything you think about is that girl. You're obsessed with that girl. You worship her. And that's why the Lord is not blessing you in that relationship. Because he sees that you're putting somebody else in his place. Like, start being thankful to God and start praying to God of what you need. And start moving in ways that pleases him and his plan. I'm a gangster, dog, right? And I realized that my life isn't something that the Bible would consider holy, right? But I understand this also, like, if I kill a grimy motherfucker protecting my life, the Lord's going to bless me. Because the Lord doesn't want you to let nobody kill you or take your shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I go back to the apostles that ran with him. There was 12 of them, One was jealous motherfucker, and the rest were all writers. You know what I'm saying? But they weren't perfect as far as their sin. They were all murderers, thieves, They all did horrible things, right? But at the end, their life changed and became holy, and they're forever living this doctrine that we call the Bible forever, because they started to live to please God. So I'm not a Bible thumper. I don't go to church every Sunday. But I know the Lord wants me to have a family and to nurture my family. I know the Lord wants me to marry my girl and take accountability of her happiness forever. You know what I mean? And I know that in return, the Lord will bless me with everything that I want and shit. And as I stand here, I'm proof of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good dad. I prioritize being a good husband. I prioritize being a good friend, a homie. Like, when you reach out to me, hey, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, the Lord's blessing me because I'm looking to make him happy. You know what I'm saying? So we need to prioritize that.
That's dope. I think we should end it on that one right there, dog.
Yeah,
that was a good way to go out right there. You made me want to, like, damn, I should go to church, dog.
Yeah, well, you don't have to. You got to understand that you are a temple.
Yeah.
You know? That's man-made. Religion is man-made. You know what I mean? You can get down on your knees right here in your grass and be extremely blessed. That's it. You know what I mean? Don't worry about that. That's man-made. Religion is man-made. You know what I'm saying? The Lord just wants you to, hey, good looking out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, hey, what up? Let me get this. Don't ask a human being. Don't go to material things. Go to him first. And it'll work out. I promise you that.
That's dope. Thank you for that. Before you get out of here, like, where do people find you? What's to look out for next?
My new IG. I had another one with, like, a strong following.
I saw that,
but it got snatched from me. People reported me for bullying. So I got a new IG. It's called bozo.goontalk. On IG. On TikTok, it's BozoBam1. On YouTube, you just type in Bozo. I got my own URL, so it right away goes to me. Shit. Honestly, all you gotta do is Google me right now, and I pop up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Right now, shit. We have our own business in the city of Rosemead. If you're looking to get your beauty aesthetic needs like teeth whitening, eyelashes, body sculpting for the ladies, follow us at BAM Beauty on IG. BAM Kennels, if you're interested in any luxury bullies. I breed luxury bullies, like champion blood, purple ribbon, champion bloodline. What else do we got going on, man? Just keep an eye on my YouTube channel because all my content and all my production is gonna go on there. Hunger Games 3, Declaration of Independence just dropped. Like,
Why do you have the E in the independence?
because I feel like everybody's dependent on something right now, either drugs or other human beings, or even their own self-loathing. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta end depending on something. We gotta end looking for a crutch.
Oh, independence.
Yes, and dependence.
Mind blown right now, Doug.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand, like, you know,
That's
like
good. That's good.
it's on you. It's on you, dog. You know what I mean? It's on you to do something. And because I see rappers crying right now. Oh, I dissed him because he didn't help me coming out. Shut the fuck up, dog. Like, oh, you know, this. It's just so many excuses that men are making these days, you know, and blaming each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, dog, blame your goddamn self, bro. Like,
Accountability
off your
again.
shit, man. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Hunger Games 3. I just dropped a full interview that I did with my boy Von Poe on my YouTube channel also. It was just, we did a full interview before the album dropped to explain the content behind the album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
so
saw
an
that
introduction to the album.
When you were like in the dark and shit.
Yeah. I like that mob look. You know, I
That's
like
dope.
the dough with the old chairs. You know, I'm a mobster. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I still glorify that lifestyle because of its integrity. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's where I'm at, man. You know, on any social media platform, shit, digitally on every single platform on earth, and just keep an eye out, man. I stay dropping shit. Like, shit don't stop. You know.
That's what's up. Well, thank you again for coming and blessing us
Shout out
with
to
your
you, man.
presence.
Appreciate it.
It's going to be a dope interview. Make sure you guys follow him and like and subscribe. Comment below if you have any other questions. And we're out. Thank you.
You pick.